Hello, hello. This is ThoughtDrought,
where your thoughts get drained.
and today is a little bit something different. We are posting on YouTube. What's
Yep.
that about? Well, I'll tell you. If we're going to be real cynical, we think there's more of you who will watch us here than on Twitch because,
Probably.
frankly, more of you follow us here on YouTube than Twitch. So we're going to experiment with putting some of our streams here on YouTube instead of Twitch for a couple of
What
weeks.
I need to do is make that short into a public short, alerting people that we are now live.
Yeah, that's fair. So that's why we're here instead of our usual home of Twitch. We may move here and this may be permanent, this may not be permanent. All we know is monetization is really the only way this can work out well. And if we find ourselves in a situation where we can monetize and still be on both, that would be great. If we can't, then we'd probably stick to YouTube because that's probably where we're gonna upload and be mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But to anybody curious about why we're here, that's why we're here. If you guys, someone's ever watching this later on and wondering. So, what are we talking about today?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is the Supreme Court. Them being sussy bakas.
Oh,
And
yeah?
do you all see how our thumbnail looks like at the moment? It's just...
Ah.
I mean, we can see if it changes later. But, like...
I'll monitor our stream from here.
Yeah. Yeah, right now we're checking the thumb because we thought the thumbnail would just play something from the stream.
Nope.
But we should make something that's a bit more eye-catchy.
Eye-catchy. Oh, I think we have someone watching.
Maybe, or it could be... I don't know. If there is somebody out there, I guess say hi.
Hello, if you're there.
And if you'd like to watch something in particular. But the first thing we have here is
Make suggestions. Send us
Yes.
links. Please don't have them be
Maybe-
viruses or pornography. Thank you very much.
Oh, no.
I really don't need to deal with that.
Maybe it'll be more interesting than the Supreme Court saying no to Watchmen for the Watchmen, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. So the Supreme Court has declared that they are now the top highest law of the land, which to be fair,
The Supreme Court is
they are
truly
supposed to
supreme.
be, right? Aren't they supposed to be okay, playing devil's advocate, aren't they supposed to be the highest law of the land? There is no law
Yes.
above them.
And that's why they sent out an article, all of them agreeing, saying we should only do things voluntarily and not be subjugated to the whims of the other branches. Like, part of it is that they're supposed to check on each other, right?
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court is saying, like, well, no, you can't really check us. We can voluntarily accept your check, maybe, if we want to. Like, that's not what checks and balances is supposed to be. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So, yeah, they sent out a brief. Huh?
Something.
All right. So basically, they sent out a memo saying that they do not have to follow the Congressional Judiciary Committee, which they say it only follows and is like a guideline for them. It can only really be enforceable with lower courts, and it's dumb. I don't know if we can find the paper here of them saying it, but they're saying that basically Congress cannot force us to testimony. They can't force us to follow any of their proposed rules. They're too vague. They're just guidelines, which is shitty considering what came out with Clarence Thomas having a really good friend that's a big money maker. God, I hate this website. Yeah, the document. Statements on ethics and principles of practices. And they're talking about how, like, oh, technically they can't earn money from speeches and other things. Like, they have a cap on how much money they can receive. But it doesn't cover you selling your house to a friend who is a billionaire for a shit ton of money. And in this 6-page document, they basically just say, like, oh, they're doing everything just fine. They don't need to be subjugated to other branches' rules. I hate this fucking keyboard. Yeah.
It's just so you guys know, sorry, I fucking throat's just dying.
It's changing of the seasons right now, so
it fucking sucks.
You know, people getting their allergies.
He has a mouse and keyboard that's kind of like the one you find on a laptop, but a really cheap laptop. Because I bought it for myself for couch use, and now he's using it. So if you ever want to donate to us in some kind of way so we can upgrade our shit, it'd be very nice. The Mr. Viewer who is not commenting, but maybe you would be interested in giving money. Who knows?
I don't even know if we have that all set up. Yeah, and at the end here, they talk about how basically a word is necessary to concern security, and that if some of the things they talk about can be used as an inflammatory subject, that
Mhm.
there's threats on them and maybe the people that they're dealing with. So if they do have to recuse themselves and stay away from a court case, they should say exactly why. So let's say if there was a court case that Clarence Thomas had to put himself away from because it involved his friend, he shouldn't be forced to say that it's because of his friend is like the head billionaire person of the company.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they're just coming out saying that they're against independent Overwatch. That basically they should only surveillance themselves. Which, you look at cops,
So do
they're
you
not very
think
good at surveilling themselves.
I mean, they are the highest law of the land,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, when
That's
you're
the
the
idea.
Supreme, yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff came down to all of the provisions and things you could enforce. You could only do it to lower courts and lower
Yeah,
judges.
because like who is
Yeah.
like I guess the one reasonable answer should be I mean even the
Hmm.
courts aren't above the justice. Like I mean not the courts, the Congress are above the
Yeah.
justices.
But then who is? Like, is nobody above the justice? Can
Well, think
nobody
about it
check
in
the
terms
justice?
of precedent.
Yeah.
Like you can't overturn a veto. I mean, you can't overturn like a like the Supreme Court saying like this is not constitutional.
Yeah.
Like once that it's like
I mean,
law's
you
dead.
could, but it would take a supermajority, and it would be like a ridiculous amount of
Yeah.
votes,
Well,
much
I
more
mean,
than
if there's
American
always a
muster.
leeway for the Congress to overpower, then I kind of feel like there should be one
Hmm.
here too. Like, the Congress should be able, like, there should be congressional committees that aren't voluntary for Supreme Court justices.
Hmm.
Again, maybe they should take a supermajority, or no, sorry, like a plurality or whatever, or
And
I
then
don't
you'd be able
know,
to overturn a lot of things.
or not plurality. Yeah, you should probably make it a super. Like, you
Yeah.
should probably make it like you should make it like 70%. But I think I mean, it seems like I don't know.
Yeah.
The laws here are tricky
Mm.
because like the president can also. I mean, he like I always found it weird because you know what this kind of reminds me of the president being able to do executive order.
Yeah, and it's sort of like that, but
Yeah.
it's mainly just they have no form to really get enforced. Like, there's how do they follow? What makes them follow the rules? Because they talk about how there's very few times Congress has ever really like questioned or had forced testimony at the Supreme Court, and the only ever times were because of small mundane reasons or because they're getting inaugurated, right? They're going through the beginning questioning,
Hmm.
and that it's unprecedented for them to really do this. Like, just historically speaking, this doesn't happen, so you don't really have the legal right to do it because it hasn't happened much before.
Well,
And for something so minor, which is what they believe is minor, is getting gifts.
no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You just don't like freedom. Why do you hate freedom so much?
Oh, I'd like it if things were equal. My right to non-bribery.
Oh, Cortana. No, go away, Cortana. 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 Listen, man, we're getting into the weeds. You gotta understand. The people, do they care?
I mean, most people don't care.
Who cares? It's the Supreme Court. They've always kind of been unaccountable in a way.
Yeah. So here, right here, Congress instituted the Judicial Conference of the United States as an instrument to manage the lower federal courts. The Judicial Conference, which binds lower courts, does not supervise the Supreme Court. Which you can say, well, they need their autonomy, right? Congress can't just override the Supreme Court.
But there should be some
Yeah.
type of regulatory
Yeah,
system.
but there's an extreme, like a lower court can't overturn the Supreme Court. The structure is so hierarchical. It'd be like if the House of Representatives couldn't do anything unless the Senate approved. But it works both ways. The Senate can't do anything or can't do a lot without the House's approval. But the Supreme Court, it doesn't work like that. It's not like they need the lower court's uh, sentiment, their agreement.
Hmm. I mean, again, it.
Yeah.
I get your point, but I guess effectively this doesn't really change much about the current situation,
Nope.
doesn't it?
It just solidifies that there's no
It
one.
codifies it.
Yeah, it solidifies that there's no one on the Supreme Court that is against what Thomas Clare did. You know,
Got it.
that no matter you're Democrat or you're Republican, they're all taking the money and they all don't think that it should be heavily enforced that you can't take money from friends.
Not even good friends.
Mm,
Not even bestie westie friends.
no.
Ah,
Life.
damn. They're just bestie westies. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know who's the bestie?
Oh.
Dark Brandon.
Ah,
You know, I
damn it.
heard
Ah,
that the White House
shit.
knew about it and they supported it, but nice to know that they confirmed it
Ah,
on
fuck.
Joe Biden's Twitter page here.
Hey, side thing. Hey, do you want to cut that out in the final edit? Our email, or no? Do you
No.
not care? Because our email is on the VOD. Do you want me to edit that out, or
Maybe.
I need to know?
We lost a viewer.
Yeah, we did. I only asked so I know whether or not I can upload this or not.
Do you think we should?
Yeah.
Probably, so he doesn't get a bunch of spam.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess in the future I'll open links on this side. Over yonder.
The podium is yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay, so we'll just start this again for the editing.
Okay.
So what is this? Rare Dark Brandon?
So this is the White House confirming that they know of and fully support Dark Brandon.
Dark Brandon was spotted today on the hills of Dover.
He showed his fangs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at
the
those
White
temples.
House Correspondents' Dinner.
He's
pretty
so old.
He is old.
Okay, is it just me or did they put a lot of makeup on him?
He looks like a fucking ghoul with the patchy hair like that.
Yeah, but like you notice the makeup though?
Yeah.
He's shiny.
I mean, they all wear makeup. Like Trump wears makeup.
That's a lot of
Obama
makeup
wears
on him.
It's just something they do in.
I feel like Obama has some natural beauty, man. I don't think...
Yeah, he does. It also is probably because he's younger than
not
all
a
the Fox.
thousand.
He started being the president when he was
old.
47, not when he's 67. You know, like he wasn't at the tail end of his
No,
life.
he's 80. He's 80 now.
Biden is 80?
He's hold on.
Is Biden 80?
Hold on.
No.
You don't wait.
Oh my! I didn't. Jesus Christ! Still
He's
younger
80.
than Noam Chomsky.
You
know?
Well, Noam Chomsky's
Yeah.
gonna be here till the end of time.
Noam Chomsky is chomping at the bit.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, Chomsky wizard.
Please tell me it's here.
I don't think he'll be there.
Ah, damn, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I know. He's 80 years old.
That's too much. That's too old. I mean, we can tell, right? Like,
Oh my god, you're so dark.
I am dark.
What the fuck?
As I say before, dude, I'm super dark in all these VODs and stuff.
Okay, I have an idea. Give me a second. Oh god.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
Have you never noticed?
No, like even now, like I thought, no, like I
Yeah.
noticed. That's why we got the
I can
lights.
turn on the other one.
No, that's why I got the lights. Thinking like,
You didn't? Well, these lights?
yes, I thought that would help.
These lights?
Yeah. Oh.
But we've had these. I mean, I told you these lights weren't enough.
Ah, shit.
Even with these lights that I brought in.
The camera. This is snap on the camera.
Should I turn on the other light?
Be fine with
Yeah,
your
no,
jokes,
it's fine. I just gotta.
but I'm not sure about Dark Brandon.
Huh?
Give me a second. I'm just. You keep talking, Vamp.
Hmm.
Cover
So
for me.
right now, my host is in the light while I'm in the darkness,
But I'm not
suffering.
Sure about Dark Brandon.
Ah,
And he is trying his best here. I see there's a comment, but
there's a comment.
Our producer man here is trying his best to restart
Dark.
this.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
just right. What?
I can't see the comment.
I'm being. Hold on. I got it.
Dark, damn.
What?
That's just free. I'm dark. I like at this point.
Oh no!
both
It's now. I
skin
can't even
and
see it.
the
What
color of
hell?
the room. Yeah. But right now we're all still about Dark Brandon.
Damn, that's just racist. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Real recognizes real. Okay, that's all.
You know
I'm
who's
gonna say.
actually dark is Dark Brandon, and he confirms it here.
Yeah.
He announces himself as Dark Brandon, which is a good way to start your campaign. You know.
Can I? God.
Yeah. Right now we're trying to bring some more light because the other light pooped. But now you're just whiter. Look at that. Look at that beauty.
Maybe we should try your side, I guess.
Yeah, we could. Just talk about how Biden has accepted his moniker as Dark Brandon.
So look, Dark Brandon is real. He was sighted the day in the forest around the White House lawn. And really, if you think about it, we're all Dark Brandon on the inside, because Joe Biden accepts the fact that Dark Brandon is really just another half of who he is on the inside, and that the darkness does not consume him. He only uses the darkness to engulf himself in a ring of power. He's like Mace Windu. They say that he has a purple lightsaber because it's a mix of the blue and the red, because he uses the dark side as the Jedi.
What are you talking about? Just like Joe Biden and Jedi Fallen Order, like just Jedi brain right now.
Dark Brandon is the real African American.
I don't know. I don't support these views. That's a standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancel me.
I don't go to the next.
But he
thing.
said it. No. But remember, he said you're not a real one if you don't vote for him. He knows.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Remember, he said the thing about he said love.
Oh, no, all love. Yeah, all love.
Yeah, all love.
Yeah, I mean we're not racist here.
Good luck, fellas.
I would hope.
Oh yeah, I know. Thank you.
No.
Is that sarcasm or is that?
If he was racist, I think I would have found out a long time ago.
Oh no, I probably am. I just got it past him. What the fuck is
like
going
a crypto.
on?
I don't know. OBS is pooping, huh?
Yeah, I know. OBS is like actually really shitting itself right now. What the hell is this? Reset doc.
Good luck, fellas. LOL. Thank you. Yeah, I know. We know all the luck we can get.
Yeah, I know, right?
A sprinkle of.
Okay, but listen, Dark Brandon has been sighted in the wilderness, so just
finally get to Dark Brandon.
Roy, the podium is yours. I'm going to be fine with your jokes, but I'm not sure about Dark Brandon.
Oh yeah, that's my man. That's
he
my president.
Smiled. He almost smiled. He was impressed with himself.
And he's there with the bow tie too. God damn.
He knew what was up. He's so fucking old.
God, yeah.
He's like Palpatine now, man.
Yeah. He's the happier Palpatine, all right? He isn't all sad because he got tased.
I'm gonna start the wall of crimes.
Yeah. Puts on those sunglasses as you bomb. Well, I guess he isn't doing as many bombs in the Middle East, but.
Look, you saw him. He was there. He came. He saw. He conquered. Joe Brandon Biden. Joe Dark. Yeah, I don't know. Something. Oops. Letter to. Oh, that was the other article thing. God.
Chomsky.
Oh, yeah. So Chomsky's sussy wussy. Oh, he left.
Yeah, when he said good luck, fellas, I was like, oh, probably. Done.
So,
yeah,
what the hell is it about Chomsky being a sussy wussy?
It's a sad day. I don't even want to start with that. Epstein has God, man. Epstein has successfully killed so many people's careers. Yeah, you see the pictures of Trump with Epstein, you see Elon, you see, Bill Clinton, a bunch of people just left, right, center, everyone. And now there's new people on the list. The CIA, or not the CIA, the government basically they found Epstein's private calendar and reveals some people who had dates with him regarding some things. People like the CIA chief said it was just for like after government work opportunities in the private sector. But then there's one prominent person, especially for the left, which is Noam Chomsky, the linguist professor, who was really prominent. And he did not have a good rebuttal as to why he was with Epstein.
What was his rebuttal?
Basically, when they asked him, there's another article from Business Insider there, but when asked about what these events for, he said it's none of your business, and we just talked about like academic topics and political issues. And it's like, dude, like you shouldn't just be like, it's none of your business about what you were talking to the fucking world sex trafficker, like
alleged.
Okay, well,
he's dead now, right?
Epstein if you want to be legal brained, technically he was never convicted. However, he was convicted for doing bad things with a girl before in like the early 2000s. So people already knew that he was bad. But fucking Chomsky also makes the argument that like he spent his time, and he, after like in the American system, you spend your time and you start with a clean slate afterwards.
That was his rebuttal.
That's one of his rebuttals.
None of your business.
Yeah. And they also bring up how
trafficker
MIT, the place that Noam Chomsky works at, also gets a lot of donations from Epstein. Epstein had a lot of donations at a lot of places. So it could be business ties. Maybe Chomsky just wants to see how his mind works. Like you said that before.
No, I don't think that's what this is. This is weird.
No, I know it is
maybe
weird.
He's curious.
In fact, they're gonna have dinner at his house, his Manhattan house. Yeah, no, that's what's labeled. Like they're gonna have dinner together. And he says that he's known him for a bit, and
for years, huh? Good friends, close.
And he also said that he's a great artist.
Oh,
What the fuck has Epstein written or drew? Like I've never
Great
heard
Epstein files.
Yeah. And this is just really horrible.
Well, we can always move on to something that's less horrible.
Yeah.
Like the Pixel 7.
Oh god.
You don't like you're gonna get the Pixel 7?
I mean, if you want the AI and a
sorry,
good camera,
Chomsky. This is bad. Chomsky.
it hurts my brain.
It hurts your brain. Can we move
Bad.
on from this? I want to throw this down the fire pit where it belongs.
Yeah. All right, so you
Pixel
want to look
7.
All right, so the Pixel 7. I mean, if you have an older phone, you want to get a new phone, go for it.
Why don't you upgrade? You have a Pixel 6. That's older now.
I think the perfect timing is really like a 2 to 3 year wait.
What about the Pixel Watch? You need that?
I'd have to probably get a new band because my wrist is really big. Like it's a shitty thing.
And look how helpful the Google Watch is.
Yeah, no, I mean Google. It's like mixed with Fitbit, so they probably have a lot of the features that are similar. Yada yada. It'd be cool, but I don't need it. Like if you have Google Buds,
but you can get a Pixel 7.
You have all the voice
You're
commands
having
you
an
need. You
older
need to
phone.
pull it up like fucking Star
You got a
Trek.
Pixel 6. That's old now.
Mm.
It's old.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's
old.
behind the
You
times.
gotta get the Pixel 7 Pro. Just 1 year difference. Every year, get a new phone. Just consume. But oh, Umuzu Redwood.
No, that's too sad.
Yeah, so,
Okay, so I thought this was airsoft footage at first.
yeah. A lot of people thought it was either fake but real or real but bad. They thought just people playing airsoft or people like an actual TTV were live leak footage. But I don't know. I feel like I would have been able to tell before I was told that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's Red Sunrise. We'll look at this game afterwards. I want to see
Yeah.
what this is.
We can look at that.
We'll do the game.
Yeah, I just think it's a missed opportunity. They didn't do this in a different location.
I kind of wish they made a war shooter out of this.
Yeah, I sort of wish it was like in a war situation or fighting cartels,
A little more
going through
action.
drug houses. Yeah. But I guess a really big part of it is the suspense.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming here, it's all empty, you're going through.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Okay, but does dispatch actually come? If you take long enough, you just sit in a corner, will they come? Why didn't you call them? What brought you
Because
here?
it's part of a story, I think.
Part of a story? It's
Yeah.
You have no partner, you search the abandoned drug house. Actually, not a drug house. It's not ending.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but no, that's really good.
The realism.
Yeah, also because
They're just
full
attention.
fisheye footage from the chest cameras, they're already sort of bad quality. It's easier to make 480p look realistic,
It's it makes everything feel so
Mm-hmm.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, I see. Oh, the new viewer. Hello.
Hello. We're watching
Yeah.
unrecord.
Yeah,
It's a super realistic game.
I wonder how many guns are gonna be in there. Maybe they'll just keep it if they limit it to only SWAT and cop weapons. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. But I think this was only made by one or very few people, so probably hands tied.
This is
not that they can-
impressive if it was made by a small team.
Yeah. Jesus.
I really hope this doesn't bring another moral crusade.
Well, I
know?
would like if this was in the same setting of a John Wick, club scene, where there's all the people dancing and stuff, but dim lights in the full fisheye view.
I kind of would have wished we had a SWAT game. You ever seen Ready or Not? I kind of wish it was Ready or Not, but mixed with this. I feel like that would have been great.
Yeah.
We can't watch too much of it because...
Oh no. Third thing is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but that was the most obvious thing to do first, right? To make it into a cop shooter, because that's like where we see it the most. That's what we're most familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh man.
How's it
Oh,
going, man?
defense industrial.
Oh, new jacket? Oh,
Oh yeah, I got it from the company that makes bombs.
Mm.
service provider. Thought you already had an MSP. Oh,
Yeah, sorry, we
what
need.
happened? We started.
Oh, you want to skip it?
Yeah, I mean, they add them just like.
Yeah, because this is like ready or not, which is
But this is comparing this to unrecord. Like, just look at the pistol.
yeah,
The pistol looks sort of funky compared to unrecord.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, and the plant doesn't look as good. And this isn't VR, right?
No, there's neither of them are.
Okay. Because I thought like maybe that's why. But I don't know. Unrecord is. But then again, they're using the new Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
So they have the advantage of time.
I mean it's trying to catch the
Yeah.
same like aesthetic. You
Oh,
know?
yeah. I mean, they're both suspense.
What's
games.
up? We're watching Unrecord and Ready or Not.
Yeah, just comparing them on a level. Because they sort of follow the same suspenseful, first person shooter.
Mm-hmm. Here,
Although I'd argue that Unrecorded is going to do it better. But we don't know. Maybe when it comes out, it'll be a buggy mess. The ports will be bad.
yeah, Unrecord is.
Mm.
I have it queued up over here.
The textures hurt my eyes. It's like all of it being so same and aligned right.
To be fair, the textures in the Unrecord aren't that good.
No,
they're
yeah.
they're
and
obscured by
Unrecord,
the
yeah.
fisheye.
With this, I expect 4K crisp, but with Unrecord, I expect 480p because it's a live leak video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you get the idea. Super
Mhm.
immersive.
But then, then you have the Unreal Engine. Just look at that dirt. Look at that pixelated face, which is okay because you're protecting his right.
The
as
rocks look
American.
terrible though.
Fourth Amendment matters. Yeah. I hope you're able to have shotguns and other guns.
Like
It's not
pistols.
just pistols, yeah.
Is this a VR game?
At least their pistol model's really good. Like, it looks very nice, and when they cock it back and forth and unload, reload.
Oh shit.
Drone combat. That's...
Oh, we got 4 people.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hello, everybody.
This
So-
gets flagged because it looks so bad. Oh, God.
Hey guys, we're watching live leak footage.
Ah, dude.
I mean, it's not far
Well, the thing
off.
is, like, you look at... They really could just follow in Doom's early footsteps. And, like, I don't know if you've ever heard how the
Okay, that
military
looks
used to
bad.
use old games like Doom. That does look bad. But, like, how games are used to prepare people for, like, military or SWAT situations.
Oh,
When the
it's
original
them.
Doom came out, they actually used Doom to prepare people for hostage situations. Like, let's say you're going to go into a building and it has a certain layout. They would have the workers play Doom with the layout of the building the same way the layout would be in a hostage situation. So they would have it memorized.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Well-
going back to, like, the 90s or early 2000s.
So, I guess what my thing is,
They could really do that with this. Like, this is peak. This is it.
we're getting to the point where
Yeah.
it's just so realistic.
Just
it'd be
use
hard to
like
tell.
those arcade games at like theaters or arcades where they just hold like a fake pistol.
Are
just
we
do
getting
that.
to the point where this will be too realistic? We won't be able to tell?
Sure.
Just kidding. Just fucked, huh?
I mean,
Thing of nightmares.
yeah,
Nothing's real anymore.
nothing is real.
Nothing's real. We're not real, viewer. We are AI generated.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, like you ever seen like the it's called Splinter Cell or something where you have like a fake gun and it's at arcades. Does a great job. Screw Twitch. Yeah, I mean, getting canceled or getting kicked off for saying the word cracker is a little much. You know.
Oh, we got a new subscriber. Hello, new sub.
Wow.
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 Wow. Okay, what's this game? I saw this game out there.
Oh,
Red Sun.
Red
Sunrise.
Oh.
Oh, we're playing as Russia. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Time to get canceled.
Oh God.
Oh, are we shooting Ukrainians?
Just
Oh, God.
flag
Oh.
drives tank from the 50s into Kyiv. Like,
Ah, yes. This is how we win.
what are we watching here?
I'm trying to figure that out.
So is this just for like Russian stands? I mean,
This is kind of... This how Call of Duty games come off borders?
Probably.
God damn it. So we're watching national fan fiction.
I mean, who are they fighting?
Well, not Ukraine. You know how it is.
Oh God. Yeah, we're not going to Kiev. We're going into Believe.
Beeve.
Yeah.
Diaz. Or, I don't know. Leave. I notice we don't know who we're fighting.
Yeah, no, they... I mean, at least it's all gameplay. Like, out of all the trailers you can watch, it shows more about the game. Oh, the PUBG helmet.
Oh, shit.
He's still...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Red Sunrise, a team base that tells different... Oh.
Where is it?
I thought I saw Ukraine for a moment. No, never mind.
You're a mercenary.
Ah,
Oh, the Wagner group. Yeah.
Fight for Wagner and Red Sunrise.
It's like, why are you dealing
All the comments are in Russian.
Oh, boy. The algorithm is just like, yeah, you
guys
on
like
this side,
this.
right? Like, yeah.
You guys like this? Want some wish fulfillment?
What's the wish fulfillment?
Winning.
Oh, well, yeah, I wish.
Do you think they'll use these for training purposes someday?
Oh, of course. I mean, they already use other games for training purposes. They've been doing that since the 90s or even earlier than that. So it only makes sense that they would use something like this. However, maybe not, because it's unrealistic to have the bull-by view if you're the person in the situation. Like, why not just use something else like Call of Duty?
It kind of does get across that stress, though, you know?
Oh,
that tunnel vision that you kind of... Like,
That's
I know
a
this,
fair point.
I know. Okay,
Yeah.
I know this is a really bad comparison, and I'm gonna get clipped for this. But like when you play airsoft and you're super focused, you kind of get tunnel vision.
Well, just in stressful moments in general, you're just like,
Yeah.
you get the tunnel vision, you're stressed, you have that feeling of suspense.
Mm-hmm.
And this does project suspense more than Call of Duty.
It's just like,
Especially playing that damn music. The illusion of choice.
shoot him.
And then you just
Dead.
die. Dispatch finds you later and you're gone.
Just blowing into red mist.
Okay.
That was good.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not
You want to go on the next thing?
What's this? Oh, this is the ready.
Oh, yeah, that's ready.
Serial killer house raid.
You know, they just got to get a graphical upgrade.
Do they-
Yeah, I just...
Oh, I guess this is this part.
Oh.
This is what he did for 10 minutes. Just like walk through the house.
See, I don't like that because it's not as action-filled. Unrecord knows that you need that action element.
The Unga Bunga monkey brain
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, gotcha.
Compared to, what was this, Ready or Not? Yeah.
There's more action-packed maps for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, there's more.
But this one's just like the spooky, you get to the basement.
And find.
Yeah.
Hands up now. Drop the weapon now. Put your hands up.
Oh.
A little rough.
Get down. I want to see hands.
Please, just get us out
Put
of
your
here.
hands up.
Okay.
No way.
Oh, that's why.
Now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be intense because of this type of stuff.
You won't prove anything.
Smacked him on the head.
Police brutality. Police brutality.
Men did nothing wrong.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is better than Unrecord, you know?
In some ways.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't really show how you interact with the hostage. You just blow up at the end of that trailer. But here, you know, you gotta actually tie them up.
Yep. It's a thing. It's its own vibe for sure.
Yeah.
It's a slow game, but it's around. It's on Steam. This is why sometimes the PC people get some cool stuff, but sometimes, man, they get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, the PC port for Jedi Survivor was really rough. But, I mean, you can get cool games. Yeah.
It is good
For the niche player.
for the niche player.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi Survivor?
I mean, I haven't played it. It's cool that you can use a blaster and a lightsaber. And I feel like if you're, you know, in that time and you're a Jedi on the run, it would make sense. If you don't have another saber, why, like, yeah, use a saber and a blaster. Like, do, like, Like it is not a civilized time.
I just like how they managed to add in every lightsaber combat style.
Yeah.
But you think the game is niche though?
No. I'm talking about with the PC earlier with the Ready or
Oh.
Not game. Is that like bad if you want to play Jedi Survivor because the port's bad.
So
for
any
PC.
real game,
But if you want to play like
weird,
the indie games, then it's better
oh yeah,
by
for
a long
sure.
shot.
Yeah, no, I've been on PS5 and
Yeah.
it's been
Oh, she just popped in there.
she can teleport. Yeah,
She can tell. Oh,
she's one of those
Oh.
witches of
sorry.
Dathomir.
Spoiler for anybody. Yeah, you can spoil. Jeez.
That was the first game. God damn it.
Oh, what? Did she teleport the first game?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
that's been known for a while. I can't.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, fuck, man. You didn't want to. We were never gonna know.
And I guess my timer's spent on the spoilers.
4 or 5
Yeah.
years. How long do I gotta
The
wait?
lightsaber clipping into the wall, but no like
Burning.
burning effect.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh
lame.
no, it's rough.
But they added every single
Yeah.
type. You want to be Starkiller or like Ahsoka? You want
Yeah,
to be
or
like
Darth
Darth
Maul.
Maul? You want to be Obi-Wan or Kylo? They added. Oh my god. They added
Yeah.
all of
Do you want to
them.
be a Silicon Valley tech major? Yeah.
There you go. You can choose.
Yeah. I do like how you make his hair long and stuff really like give a rugged feel.
The customization's a lot better. Yeah.
Mm.
It's a little more generic now, but it's a lot better for sure.
The animation on that was a little rough. But probably because it wasn't made to be used with a double-bladed saber.
Just bonk them.
It's like using the same animation for a totally different weapon.
It's a little.
Yeah.
I think you just slammed the lightsaber on like the ground, basically.
Yeah. Just no chance. Like you're done. Mm. So she can hold stuff.
Yeah, you can have like when you're with partners, you can ask them to like attack certain enemies with certain abilities and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If we use audio from the game, I'm guessing they'll TOS us.
It's better to avoid using the audio just because
Mm-hmm.
we could probably play a little bit. I mean, it's just like sounds of him murdering stormtroopers.
No. Well, it just probably feels less immersive. Yeah, damn is the full beard. Skill points required. I mean, look at that. You're in Egypt or Middle East. Not Tatooine. God, I gotta stop using Tatooine. Gotta start using Mos Eisley.
Like that.
Oh, look at Rat Scorpion.
God, the bosses in this game are so fucking difficult.
He seems to be doing just fine.
Oh, is he now?
The other people left.
No, it's just us now.
Jedi Survivor was not bueno.
Well, we'll move on then. We fall easily to peer pressure.
Which is weird because I think Jedi Survivor would keep people hooked. But
What do you think about the Resident Evil 4 remake?
it's I don't know. I don't really follow it. Why is the graphics?
Oh, this is the old one.
Yeah, I'm about to say like that is not.
The new
Where's
one.
everyone going?
Yeah, look at that.
Bingo?
Wow.
Look at Leon.
He's muscular, but he's not as big as Crest Redfield. And if they remake Resident Evil 5, then they'll get an even bigger hunk.
The president's orders in. That went well. I am flattered. I'm a one-lady type of guy.
Oh, he's married? He's a girlfriend?
No,
Oh,
it's just dumb.
ah. The fuck? Yeah, that's
Well, I wanted
Palm
to
Sol.
but Ashley just had to see this castle first.
What are they?
Keep your voice down.
Such a pleasure to finally make you.
Look at him, big stupid hunk of meat.
Mistake.
Leon.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
god, not him.
The
Oh.
breakaway.
Oh, there he is.
Are you?
Sexy.
I would like you to hand the girl
Hunk.
there over to me.
There's this mod, I love it, where they put like a little
Yeah,
mini
that
version of
chance.
Ashley the girl on his head in the form of mouse sleep.
With me.
Like a little mouse driving Leon around.
Oh, there's a mod for that?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
You heard the lady. Come on.
Okay.
I need you to open it from the other side.
Okay.
Be useful, goddammit.
Mm. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Look at that. Jesus.
He can hear you.
Yeah, or smell, or, you know, feel you put a flashlight on his face.
What happened down there?
Nothing. You were right about the animals, though.
Leon, what are you doing?
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
Jesus, Leon, I was like, you're a lady, stay back.
Leon, are you?
God, Leon.
Isn't Leon just a doll?
Yes.
I mean, Leon, listen to me. Like, they make a lot of art for him for a reason. Because look at him, just a big dope.
Hmm.
He's a big dumb man, and he wants to save Ashley.
Yeah. He's
So
doing his
Dianne Feinstein's an old fuck, huh?
well, you know, people say it's bad to criticize Dianne Feinstein being absent in Congress.
Being 1 trillion years old.
Yeah, they're saying it's sexist because, oh, she's a lady. You wouldn't tell that to a guy, but a lot of people tell that to Biden.
Yeah, but
yeah.
no, she's old. Biden's too old too.
And people are getting especially angry now because, as I said from Business Insider, the fact that Dianne Feinstein was not there to vote on a bill, Republicans, including Joe Manchin, were able to overturn a rule reducing pollution from large trucks and like mid-sized like heavy vehicles. So those big rigs, while they're puffing out smoke that'll give kids asthma, they have a stat here talking about how if you reduce it, you save kids with asthma or save kids from even ever getting.
Well, they don't matter
preventing
because
it.
they're poor or brown or both.
And so Dianne Feinstein
Terrible.
wasn't there to stop the overturning of this EPA rule. They overturned it. So when you're talking about how it's sexist, you know, to criticize Dianne Feinstein, just know that you're also defending Joe Manchin and the Republicans' ability to overturn EPA.
You might want to bring the light closer, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, I was looking at it like you're still really dark. I want to turn it up a little. Yeah, you're just a dark man, so. Alright, let's see how you look now.
Am I beautiful?
Oh no, I exited it off.
Oh no.
Oh, you look better. Though the colors are a little more washed out. We look more identifiable.
Let me turn down like 1 or 2.
That's fine, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me try turning this off first, see how that looks. Messing around with lights.
Yeah.
That's better, you can see light now. See?
Hmm.
Okay. Dianne Feinstein's ongoing absence. Okay, we're back, baby.
So
Why is she a bitch?
because she wasn't there to stop the overturning of progressive and leftist policy. The Republicans said vote for A, and she wasn't there to vote for B.
She voted for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like you literally left democracy on red. You waited. You slept in. I mean, I understand you probably have medical implications and problems, but then if that's the case, if you truly cannot do your duty and show up to work, then get somebody else to vote for you.
How old is Dianne?
I mean, isn't the whole point is that you're supposed to support and
How old is Dianne again?
oh, ridiculously old. I mean, we can look it up, but
89?
yeah, she is almost Chomsky. But you know what? I would expect Chomsky to even show. He shows up to Epstein's house. He can probably show up to Congress. All right, like
No, my
you-
God. Bro.
yeah, I know.
Bro.
Epstein had the power.
He did.
He's more energetic. All right. You
Okay,
can't
well-
have the horrible people on the earth be better and stronger than you. All right. You
But
can't
they
have
do.
them just outpace you.
They do.
They do.
They're
You
lacking.
know, for some reason, being evil doesn't make you a cripple like Palpatine. You know.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't
No.
have that effect on people, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's this? Texas agency? Oh, uh-oh. Damn it, Vice.
Yeah, no, thanks. Back to yeah. So in Texas, one of their government agencies basically sent out a memo to a lot of their employees saying you have to wear like gender affirming clothes. So like if
Yay!
you know dress up like your gender would say it would, and it's just a little dumb because what is consistent with your biological gender? And also,
Nothing.
it should say biological sex because gender isn't necessarily fully biological. But yeah. So does that mean you can't wear a dress as a guy? Does that mean you can't wear like a kilt? are kilts not allowed, or
Well, kilts are
okay?
manly traditionally.
If you were a Spartan wearing that big old skirt with your Spartan shield and spear, like, are they just be like, "Oh, you're dressing like a woman, you fucking like soy cuck"? You gonna say that to the Spartan? Just because he's wearing a kilt? That's not called a kilt, but you know.
Oh god, medically assisted sex.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's the
God damn.
It's the latest Department memo, the latest attempt for Texas to crack down on trans and gender non-conforming people. And even if you're like not gender conform, like, can you not just wear like a salmon-colored shirt?
No,
No.
can't. Because then you'll be a queer.
Yeah. And one employee spoke with the Observer and said the policy feels like it threatens the safety of anyone who doesn't conform to the binary dress code. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
if you're
of
literally
course it
told
does.
you cannot dress up like a woman if you're a guy, or you can't dress up like a guy if you're a woman.
You don't get to exist no more. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, ThoughtDrought's floating away.
Oh no.
It's back now. So, what do you think? Do you think that the federal government do you think Donald Trump might do something like this?
Yeah, I mean, he could. I don't think he'd
Federal
ban trans
workers?
men, like, he'd probably sent out memos. Yeah, maybe he could probably try to, but I feel like it would be so hard to enforce. And there would be so many counter articles coming out about how, like, oh, this person was wearing tight pants, so he was told not to. Like, are men not allowed to wear skinny jeans? How, like, are they going to measure how baggy your pants are? Is more baggy better?
Look at all these stories from Vice.
Like, are women not allowed to wear loose fit clothing? Or are they allowed to wear loose fit clothing because they like that? Like,
look at this.
It's just what counts as gender conform.
This is all fake news.
Yeah, like, is Texas going to force women to wear low crop shirts? Like, just spaghetti tops? Like, that's it.
Oh yeah, you gotta show
The
titty.
big problem is just that it's very vague. The rules are vague.
Because we can exploit them.
Mm-hmm. It just becomes whatever the person looking at you doesn't like. And they don't like you, you know?
No skin. Put the buck on.
Yeah.
You must be put in a big old blanket.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one? Oh, Texas is agricultural agency.
Yeah, that was
that's the one.
Yeah, it was from
Michael Knowles.
Yeah, so Michael Knowles, the man who said to
Porn makes you transgender.
transgenderism, he warns
Oh.
of pornography making you transgender.
Let's do it.
Sweet Baby Kazoo says, I hope the guest is Genevieve. Well, today is your lucky day, Sweet Baby Kazoo. My guest is, in fact, Genevieve Gluck, women's rights campaigner, founder of Redux. I'm almost certain that I'm mispronouncing that, even though I've read the name of this publication 1,000 times. This is what's so embarrassing when you read instead of hear these things. But it is an unapologetically pro-woman outlet focused on gender identity. And Genevieve can shed some light on this phenomenon that frankly, as I've said on the show, I don't even want to look into, because I have been told, and then I've read on different fora that talk about this phenomenon, that there is a kind of pornography that is apparently a driver of the transgender identity that is so perverse that it constitutes a kind of hypnosis where men will say, I was a normal guy.
I got my hand on the
41,
keyboard.
42, and I was basically normal, but then I fell into this kind of
just want to hear that
pornography.
again. Just,
And it
so
essentially
Michael
melted
Knowles
my
saying that if you watch it, you
say,
turn gay.
I was a normal guy. I lived to be 41, 42, and I was basically normal, but then I fell into this kind of pornography, and it essentially melted my brain. I had a nervous breakdown. Now I think that I'm a woman. So rather than have to expose myself to that,
So you
and then,
explored your
confession,
sexuality by
my brain
accident.
gets melted. I can just
That
talk to
or-
Genevieve about it. Genevieve, thank you for coming on
Yeah,
the show.
other problems. Uh-oh.
Like, I like, if you found gay porn and then you liked it, I think that says more about you than the porn. I don't think the porn has a magical ability to make you gay. Like, that just seems like cope. That is mega cope to just, like, you know, pop a boner
I'm not
while
gay, you
while looking
are.
at like sword fighting.
I'm
And you
not
just, like,
gay.
yeah, like, dude, like, just come to terms with it. Like
Talking trouble.
congrats, almost, you know, like, you found out. You lived your life till 42.
Now you get to live it for real.
Yeah, you gotta be your true self. Like, you just, like, burst the biggest load you ever had. Because you just unfiltered, untamed. But yeah, okay, Michael Knowles.
He's free, hairy, and manly.
So there's a lot I want to talk about with you. We don't have nearly enough time, so maybe we'll just have to have you back and talk about it at greater length. But can you just give not only the audience, but me a rundown? What
so
is,
excited.
among all of the types of pornography that lead to transgenderism,
Tell 'em.
what is this hypnosis pornography?
Well,
Is
you touched
he
on a good
talking
point
about
there.
sissy
There are many
porn?
types of pornography that are sort of involved with the transgender movement, but hypnosis pornography.
Oh. Oh. Now you want to wear dresses and take the
Yeah.
cock.
What the? Can please describe in
You
detail.
want it up the ass and you want to wear dresses.
Like if you is it just female?
Woogity
POV?
woogity.
Like I.
Yes.
Please describe. But I don't think they
Is
do.
a little bit different in that it incorporates your lifestyle.
That's it. Okay. Well,
Her response was long and boring. A woman was talking. Why would we even listen to what she has to say? Come on.
Michael Knowles says if you watch gay porn and you pop a boner, it's the porn that made you gay, not because you were gay. Like, dude, why do you have to cope so hard, dude? Like,
You
hard.
like gay porn. You're
Just deal with
gay.
it. There's a reason why you clicked on the gay porn.
Sissy hypno now. Conservatives are weird. Yeah, I think he's in the sissy porn, dude.
Yeah, he's like watching, femboy porn. He's like, oh no.
No, he's watching sissy porn.
I
He's
don't
watching
know
the deep shit.
exactly what sissy.
It's where you get turned into a woman.
Like mommy dommy.
Nope. It goes even farther.
No, okay, well,
It's like cuck porn, but you get also turned into one of the women that the bull gets to have.
okay.
You're sissified.
And so Michael Knowles found it,
Yes.
allegedly, maybe, in Minecraft.
Allegedly, he just stumbled upon it.
Impressive, very nice. Now let's see your searches. Yeah,
He wants it and he needs to have it. Oh yeah.
finds Republicans are obsessed with searching. Yeah,
Transgender pornography. Yep. Yeah.
yeah. Who would have thought that people talk about them the most?
They
Watch them the
like
most.
being forced to suck cock. Okay. Don't at them. They like it when they're forced by a big, strong, hairy man. Okay.
big, strong.
Big strong. That's what they call him. Big strong. Oh no, big strong. Oh, big strong want to have his way with you.
Yeah.
Big strong.
Let's go to the next.
You're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done with Michael Knowles talking to me about how just because
he wants to be a sissy and
just because he likes gay porn doesn't make him gay. It wasn't his fault.
just doesn't understand. It's okay.
Yeah.
What's the next thing? Versus community cam ban.
Oh yeah, so Ben Shapiro came out in favor of letting local communities ban cross-dressing or just for the ability of a man to dress up like a woman, for a woman to dress up like a man. He's saying that it's public indecency, akin to being nude.
No.
Yeah. God, Ben looks old.
For men in public. If so, should wearing pants for women be illegal in public?
What?
Pants not so
Yeah.
much because there is a female version of pants that
A female version of pants? Oh, whatever. You're just taking bullshit.
Yeah, well, only if it
Bullshit.
holds their ass.
Back
like
in the
this.
50s,
Yeah.
women didn't have no goddamn pants. They wore skirts. That's all they motherfucking wore.
And
They
also,
were-
does it have to be women pants? What makes women pants? Is it just if it holds the ass tight? How would you know that, Ben? What are you looking at? He's just basing it off of what his sister wears. It's like,
my sister wears a full-on nun outfit wherever she goes to avert my eyes
Oh, God.
when I stare at her lustfully.
What happens if you want to wear a kilt or like a Greek robe?
Well, you see, it's actually not actually incest if I stare at my sister who is in that.
Fuck, Benny.
It's mutual attraction, okay?
Tell
Because she
me-
stared back.
Tell me about how you're for freedom.
I want the freedom to do it. I can't say that. I don't want to say that. I'm getting clipped for that. I'm good.
Benny's like, I would allow pants because that means my sister can wear my clothes.
Actually, no. I thought you were gonna say you gotta let men wear women's pants because then I can't borrow my sister's pants.
Oh god.
Then I gotta go buy a bunch of new ones from the store.
After they go missing, you know. Oh no, Benny.
That is nearly indistinguishable in many cases from male pants. But men wearing traditional female clothing in public, I think that there's a case that that local communities should be able to stop that. Sure, I mean, we have local laws about being naked or indecent exposure, or at least we used to.
Long pause, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, small lives. I mean, the common sense are the best, right?
Yeah.
We want the government to leave us alone, but we also want the government to regulate every social interaction, force, and trend out there.
Like some people, they'll say before it's gay to wear earrings, or it's very feminine to wear earrings.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you know,
you guys want the largest government possible. It's like we want the government to literally control what we wear. Small government conservative.
Some people would say the bracelets is very feminine.
Well, this is like
Wearing
Crowder,
rings,
right?
wearing jewelry.
You know, control your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that, the government shouldn't intervene to help your wife. But we'll get to that later. Oh, Dennis Prager?
Yeah.
Oh no, what did he say?
I didn't.
Does he also
I didn't
hate his
rewatch
wife?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dennis Prager in Slavery. Most slaves could actually have what?
Yeah, let's see.
Capitalism is what animates. It's a very distressing thing, what is being done here. The hatred of America and of capitalism animates the entire slave narrative.
Oh.
The
slaves have a narrative?
College. Yes, Corey, it's glossed over that the U.S. ended slavery for the rest of the world. Well, Britain started it, and then we continued it, and that is correct. Yep. By the way, if you talk about Islamic slavery, which was considerably more barbaric,
that's actually a lie. Some of it could be more barbaric, but the difference between like slavery as it was practiced in like Africa and parts of like the various sultanates, which were the Islamic empires that spread across Africa. Most of them slaves, there were various levels of slave. In fact, for the Ottoman Empire, one of their greatest leaders was, I believe the man was named, they had a slave who rose to the level of being like second to the Sultan, basically.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he became a prominent figure in.
Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up. The Vizier, example.
Also, it's a bit of a cop out to be like, yeah, this bad thing happened here. It also happened elsewhere. And it's like, yeah, but like, I'm talking about the stuff that I know about my country because I live here and I have the ability to change things here. I can vote here. I can't vote over there, but as an American, I can involve myself with American issues. And slavery is a horrific American issue. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Americans aren't just talking about the logistics of slaves across the world, but in their own home. Most people know more about their domestic policy than foreign policy. I understand America is the center of attention, but that only amplifies the fact that caring about American policies and what we did wrong is very important, how we influence the rest of the world. Because, you know, we are looked upon as this moral police for the world.
Ah, man, I can't find it, but it... God, it's not
even though we fail at it, but...
No, it's...
Yeah.
Ibrahim.
It just feels like a cop-out. Like, so what if they do murder? They do murder over there, too. Well, how could you get angry at one murder over the other murder? It's like, it's still murder. It's, you know, slavery. If you did it,
here it
is bad.
So here's some proof that that's not true. So this man, Ibrahim, was the Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire, which was the second in command to Suleiman.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, sorry, yeah, Suleiman the Magnificent.
And so he raised from a slave to...
He's still a slave. He's owned by the Sultan. But a slave could be in the position to lead armies, which he did.
So they had more opportunities, I guess.
Yes, it was very often that slaves in the imperial house had way more opportunities.
Yeah, and the only opportunity I guess you really had as a slave in America is to be like a house slave.
Yeah,
which is fucked up at how that extrapolated.
That's nothing compared to this.
Yeah,
you're talking about like in the top 10 leadership of like Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, versus being like a house cleaner and meal cooker,
and maybe not beaten as hard as the house. The field ones.
I mean, I feel like it'd be you'd have power actually over others.
So at that point. Don't get me wrong, not all African and Sultanate slavery was like this, but
and at the end of the day, you are owned by
another human being.
Yeah, but then again,
but this was not comparable to what was in the West.
Yeah.
The West was especially cruel. Like in Brazil, for example, do you know that the reason they stopped using Indian laborers and switched to slaves is because they were all dying too quickly?
Yeah,
in the mines, silver mines.
Yeah, I know. The supply did not outlast the work that they were doing.
I mean, it kept happening after they brought African slaves. They died so quickly that they just kept bringing more and more.
But Dennis Prager, just
the white man do no wrong.
He's talking about how it was worse over here, but no,
it was worse in Africa. No. He said slavery is worse in Africa, but it wasn't. It was worse in the West.
Yeah. All right. Hello, new viewer.
Hello.
Right now, we're looking at Dennis Prager talking about slavery
and being very wrong about it.
Yeah.
Slaves could actually have children, for example.
Yeah, slaves could have children. And you know what? The slave owner could also have children with your wife. Yep. Yeah.
Well, your children are also owned the moment they're born.
It's like, and then your offspring, they're also owned.
Oh, here, I'll tell you guys a story. Do you guys want to know some slang for African children back during slave times?
Mm-hmm.
Gator bait.
Ah, God.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have children, but they weren't yours.
Yeah.
So, it's great, Dennis.
That's a great defense. And I'm pretty sure in other cases, if you were a slave and you had children, I don't think in other nations they're just like, yeah, you can't have children. I mean, they're gonna want to use your children as a slave as well. Like, yeah.
Well, to be fair, in like, for example, again going back to the Ottomans, the Ottoman Janissary army were Greek Christian boys taken from the Balkans.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That made up a huge number of their slave owners. I believe Ibrahim was also from Greece.
Oh.
Yep. So, it happens a lot. So
yeah,
we'll see.
And on more than a few occasions, they were separated from their parents.
On a few occasions, all the time.
And even if they weren't, it's because they're slaves for the same master in the same plot of land. It's like, well, you guys both got to work. You guys have to see each other every day for hours on end.
Dude, you guys get to go to sleep.
Every day was take your child to work day. Every day. Yeah, you got to see it at the office.
You got to show them you got to show them the ropes.
Yeah, you really could.
Horrible.
They can reach the continent.
Horrible.
Adult couldn't, I guess.
Oh,
God.
But the black slave population increased tremendously.
Not in South America.
No.
It diminished.
Well, I mean, you're saying the black slave population just... that is true. Yeah, South America, they diminished.
They diminished.
Yeah, because so many... Like, they died faster than they can import them. Yeah.
North America, they increased, but not in South America.
Which, they're both horrific.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, oh, well, I'm just going to build the company, build the farming industry by having all the slaves, create just generation after generation of more and more slaves. You're not your own person. You're bearing your children.
I swear to God, dude, one day Dennis Prager is gonna own humans and then justify it on, well, I let them have kids that I can then work and feed. I feed them. I clothe them. I taught them English.
Yeah, it was a social security system, you know.
Yeah, I'm generous. I'm a job creator.
That was my job for. All right, you know.
Oh my God.
Because they could have families in so many cases.
I let them have families.
In so many cases, the wives were raped and had, bastard children.
But I let them have families.
The farm owners would not care for. But,
But they worked so well.
You were able to create more workers for the farm master. You're able to create more slaves. They did Well,
that was not possible. The men were castrated. And they weren't castrated.
Some were. Eunuchs in the palace were, but not soldiers. Not all of them were.
Yeah.
Let me check, actually. Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if cutting the balls was a form of punishment in early America. But...
for Janissaries eunuchs.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, some were bought already as castrated slaves.
So in the marketplace for the Ottomans, yeah.
So it was from imported slaves.
That must suck to be designated as the eunuch slave.
Yeah, it sucks.
Is it just because he had too much riz? And they're like, no, pretty boy. Like, just.
They were circumcised, though.
Ugh.
Ugh. I mean, circumcised as an adult fucking sucks a whole lot. In a time before anesthetic.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's gross.
Yeah, no. But they weren't castrated, so that is a big difference. If I had to pick, which I really don't want to pick, I'd pick that not being castrated option.
And to the person watching, if you want to see us talk about something else,
that's not fucking
this.
Clip, snip.
Yeah, or
fuck,
from a link.
Man.
Preferably not a virus link, but
Thank you, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep watching this? This fucking...
It's basically had sand. Mostly it's could actually have...
With an anesthetic, shall we say.
God, he's so sleepy.
Yeah, he's a little slow today.
He didn't...
Well,
the old motor didn't start up.
Maybe he was street sweeping that day.
Yeah,
and he had to wake up
and move that motherfucker.
Yeah, move it to his.
No, he just had the slave family that works on his land take it. San Bernardino's son.
Yeah, so in San Bernardino County in California, not a very wealthy community. It's there's a amount of poverty across other places in LA, but with dealing with the homeless situation, they messed up. When the federal government gave them money during COVID for the homeless, they weren't able to spend $4.4 million intended to help them. They said there were several reasons. One was that the nonprofits that the county gave them money to, they weren't big enough, right? Like, so let's say you relegate this money to an org to spend the money for homeless people. Some of these orgs were only like 2 to 3 people big. So Jesus. They weren't able, like the logistics weren't there. It's like you're trying to spend 8 million or around that. Yeah, 8.5 million. But you have groups of like 2 to 3 people trying to find all of the workspaces or all of the homes that were available for homeless people. And a lot of apartments and hotels, they shut their doors. They were saying, oh, because the eviction moratorium, we don't have any more open spaces. Or we can't lend out another hand. Oh, people aren't leaving. We're more filled than we actually are. Mm-hmm. And so even though they had an extra 4 million plus, they weren't able to spend it because there was no open housing in the area. But then I think like, well, if you're just going to, send it back to the federal government for God knows what, you might as well just make mini homes or buy them RVs. Like buy a temporary RV, temporary trailers. You can build a trailer lot.
Like apartments.
Yeah. Like you could have done other things, and it's a really big mess up from San Bernardino County where you have this gift basically from the government saying do with it as you will to help the homeless, and they don't even use all of it.
Nah.
Millions.
Send it back.
Yeah.
We're done. We don't want to help them.
I mean, even as like a county, like even if the county was being selfish, creating a trailer park is better than having people just wandering out on the roads.
You know what you could have done with this?
About it. It looks better to have these
parking
nice
structure would be good too.
Yeah, a parking structure.
Like an overnight parking structure with amenities and shit.
It would still look better than having people wandering around.
Yeah.
And it's something that Republicans really capitalize on. Yeah.
Jesus. It's just gone up and up and up.
Yeah, above 4,000. It's
one city.
Very packed, yeah.
It's a lot of people, dude. San Bernardino is not a very populated place.
4,000.
Yeah.
And they had 4.4 million left over. Thought you could have helped them, right? But yeah, that's basically it for San Bernardino.
Just nuke them? Is that what you're saying? Is that your official prescription?
It sucks that one of the reasons why they couldn't spend it is because they didn't have the logistics to spend it.
No, just glass them. What's this? Man shoots fake. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we have another story here from CNN.
Oh great.
Liberal news media talking about how in Texas,
liberal media,
there was a man going on a date with to like this restaurant. Let's say it's like Olive Garden, and he goes up, he parks, he gets out with his girl, and there's a guy that comes up and says, parking attendant, you have to pay $40. The guy's like, well, fuck, okay, pays the $40, goes inside of the restaurant. They inform him that there's no such thing. There's no parking attendant. So you just got gaslit into paying $40. Like, dude, like, we don't do that here. And he got angry and sprinted to his car, got into an argument with the dude, pulled out his gun, shot him, and then witness saying, for court records, he nonchalantly walked back inside.
That's great.
So the dude shot a man and went back to finish his date, which, you know, trad man.
That trad con. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say.
Republican trad con.
Oh man, that's softcore pornography up there.
Oh boy. But yeah. And when he went back inside, the girlfriend said that he dealt with what had to be done outside.
You don't want to lick a chicken al pastor?
Chicken al pastor.
How do you say it?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
when
in China,
when Aguirre came back to her after chasing after Nix, he told her he just scared the guy and everything was fine. He's scared.
You lying
he just
asthma.
Scared him.
Shot a man to death out in the street. Oh, it's all good.
Maybe he actually didn't even mean to shoot him and just thought he was shooting in another direction.
Oh, just shooting bullets into my car.
I know. And then he falls to the ground. The witness just there watching as this guy bleeding out. The guy's going back to his fucking pasta Alfredo inside. He's like, I'm finishing my fucking meal, man. Like
I'm about to go to fucking jail. I'm gonna eat this shit.
But he knew it was bad because afterwards they say that Eric started looking uncomfortable and suggested they go eat somewhere else. So the guy, when he came back inside, I guess it started to
make the connection.
Yeah, his brain's firing finally. It's something that isn't a trigger.
The cells, the two cells that were drifting apart in the void finally just collided.
That he should run away from the police. Yeah, because they're coming. You know what you did. You just shot a dude. You didn't even report it.
Yeah,
you're in a parking lot, and you just
shot a man to death.
Yeah, alleged murder, I guess. Yeah,
allegedly.
The guy was basically pronounced dead at the hospital. He's now currently being held on a $200,000 bond, and has not entered a plea and remained behind bars Friday night. Good luck, man. You're going to prison for a long time.
$40, my guy. Going to jail over $40 fucking dollars.
Yeah, if the dude scammed you out of $40, like, dude, like.
Could you imagine?
You know what I like? They don't even say in the article if he got back the money. Just that he went up and shot him. Like, I just wondered, is there a part where the witness saw him?
Did he reach
pull into his pants and pull out his $40 and was like, all right, mine.
No. What if he shot him? He fell out of the car. He walks up to him, reaches into his pants.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and then just walks away as he just bleeds out on the fucking ground.
God.
Well, there's my tip.
He's gonna be gone for a long time, even with it being Texas.
No, he's an American hero. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's protecting his wife's dignity from $40 of guilt. Yeah.
You don't think he's an American hero?
I think he killed an American.
Oh, police shoot! No.
Yeah.
Police shoot at crocodile charging at men fleeing from officers in Northern Territory. Oh God.
Yeah.
Crocodiles are metal.
Crocodiles are very strong creatures.
They are.
Remember, aren't they bulletproof for like small rounds?
Some parts of them, yeah.
Yeah, some parts, yeah.
The top, basically. But because they have armored shell, like basically that entire this half of them is armored.
Yeah,
it's
so no headshots.
No, I saw a video of a guy I think shooting a 9mm right into the head of a saltwater crocodile. He shot it 3 times before it died.
Jesus.
Like literally head gun to head 3 times, and that fucking thing would not die. Yeah. So.
God. And then the cops are there just blind fire, oh fuck, crocodile invasion. Yeah.
The crocodiles are attacking. Police officers fired shots up to 3 crocodiles to stop. What?
Yeah. So there was 2 men that they were chasing, and then crocodiles went after them.
3 crocodiles. That's terrible. Responding to unrest in several communities south of Darwin over the past week, including the Waday.
Yeah.
What the
They say that the 2 men tried to evade the officers, so they're running away by jumping into the river. But the river is filled with fucking crocodiles, and the crocodiles start going after the people.
Where
and
is
the cops
this?
are like, "Fuck yeah!" Well, right here in the middle, police were forced to discharge beanbag live admission. It said during the arrest, 2 men evaded officers by jumping the Daly River, which is known for its significant crocodile population.
Where is it? Daly River?
Yeah, Daly River. Sorry, not Daly, Daly.
Daly, yeah, Daly. Yeah. Where is it?
It's it's in Texas. The place is in Texas. No, is it in Australia?
Australia?
Oh, in the Bobby.
Oh, it's in the outback.
Oh no. Damn. So those police were probably not ready for those
Australians. I expected better out of you, Australia. You should know these. These are not to be messed with. Okay. Your Australian home animal.
Steve Irwin would not be proud.
Yeah, exactly. The great father himself would be very displeased. You people are supposed to be able to wrestle crocodiles down and turn them into like clothing items.
They say no crocodiles were injured.
That's fun.
You just injured it enough to stop them, which is injured. Like they weren't injured as we shot 9mm rounds and beanbags in their eyes. Like no, you injured them. But, I mean, there was a reason why you did it. It's because you didn't want the other people to die.
They don't feel pain.
But don't say that you didn't hurt them to stop them. They're like...
You shot them.
Yeah, you didn't throw bait in the other direction. Like, you pulled out a fucking steak from your, like, backpack and thought, like a cartoon and tried to distract
Like Far Cry? You ever played, like, Far Cry, like, I think 4, had bait?
It's, like, be honest. You shot them in the face. Like, you didn't... It wasn't unfair.
I shot them with maximum prejudice.
Yeah. I mean, what the next thing?
Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just...
What the hell?
Yeah.
These are all...
Yeah.
Former San Francisco city official attacked homeless person with bear spray minutes prior to metal pipe attack.
Yeah, so there's a San Francisco city official who went to his mom's house, and there were some people outside, and I guess presumably homeless people out there chilling. And when he got outside... the city official said before that, he was attacked by them with a metal pipe. But the homeless person said, he hit him because he was sprayed at with bear spray. And that's fucked up. Like, pepper spray is already horrible. And then you get hit with a shit meant for bears? Like, that's not needed. What the fuck? Yeah. And so he was...
Jeez.
Yeah. And if you spray somebody with a bear spray, that's just adding, insult to injury.
Didn't
Pepper
you
spray
find...
is more than enough.
Wait, you want to tell the story about how you found... Hold on, let's rewind.
Yeah.
You found... Oh.
Is that him?
Remember when you also found a breaker bar on your car?
What
if that's the breaker bar?
No, the breaker bar is different.
What if that's the legendary breaker bar? Tell them the story. No, that's your breaker bar.
Yeah, no, that's not my breaker.
That's your breaker bar.
Breaker bars aren't like that.
That's your breaker bar.
That is not a breaker bar.
Okay, so guys.
Typically used
he found a breaker bar underneath his car.
No, it was actually okay. So on my car, it was on the part where there's the windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a breaker bar just right there chilling. And a screwdriver and some pieces underneath my car. And I was just like,
That's
something happened.
Breaker bar.
So, but I got it. I mean, I have the
needed
breaker
to
bar
get
now.
rid of the evidence.
So is this story? Is this an origin story?
This
what he
is
did
the
before I
origin
got
story
it?
of the breaker bar.
Or did he buy a new one?
No, the breaker bar. This is the origin story of the breaker bar. Look.
God, dude. Let's play the audio.
Neighborhood where some locals are fed up with the problem.
Yeah, I mean,
it seemed like a clear-cut assault case until it arrived in court. And the public defender for the suspect, Garrett Doty, released this video saying it shows the ex-fire official walking up to Doty, pulling out a can of bear spray and spraying the man as he lay on the ground. That's when the man
just straight up lied then.
And the pair begin to scuffle. A short chase leads up to the beating.
Unless Mr. Carmen John.
Okay, that dude is fucking strong. He got sprayed with bear spray and got up.
Oh, I want to know what she was going to say.
Oh, okay. Let's play back. It got muted.
Yeah, here, I got it.
No, it's muted though.
Okay, I got it.
But it just he comes up to you, bear sprays you, and then you fight back. Like, of course. It's not like he's being violent. Also, you should have called the proper authorities. If you really wanted them to leave, you should call the police. You shouldn't just go up and assault them.
Nah, man. I feel like some of these people have this weird, like, I'm gonna go solve the problem.
Yeah, I know. They want to become vigilantes, and then they get their ass beat by a metal pipe, and they cry. Even though technically they started the physical violence first. You sprayed him with bear spray.
Look, do what all
Did you
suburbanites
expect? Okay,
do.
actually, I
Let
would
the
expect
state
him to
practice
lay
the
down
violence.
and cry because bear spray's hurt. What?
Just do it. Just do what all suburbanites do, and let the state do the violence.
I know, like, I'm surprised, like, he's just taking it upon himself as a city official to fight the homeless. I mean, maybe this was a stunt for, like, a future campaign. Maybe this is, like, to get him that clout from the local.
I fought the homeless, and the homeless won.
Yeah. And he's gonna be like, this is why we need to fund the police, because I couldn't do it myself. And it's like, you still fund the police. They still exist. You just had to call them.
You just got beat up.
Yeah.
You suck.
You got needlessly got your ass beat. And what did you miss? Because, like, bear spray, even regular pepper spray would fuck up anybody. Yeah.
Did he stay and watch the man writhe around on the ground?
Yeah, I
don't know. What does she have to say? Let's hear it. Oh, whoops.
Mr. Carmignani is credible
Oh.
and believable.
Okay.
They don't have a prosecution.
Doty's public defender says it may not even end there. She also points to this video entered into evidence by the district attorney, she says, showing the 2021 bear spraying of another homeless man. The question now, is this also Carmignani?
I don't know. I have a strong suspicion that they are because of similar descriptions and a similar MO. But I think
the way they did it was exactly the same. They just walked up, spray, and go away. Except this time you didn't get the drop on. I mean, both times you got the drop on him, but the other dude was sleeping. This guy was awake.
He didn't get it.
Like, imagine like this homeless person sleeping on the side of the road. You don't even know he could have a job. But some people with jobs don't have homes because they can't afford it. He could actually be a worker or volunteer somewhere else. And you have no idea. You just spray him in the face with bear spray. Don't be surprised when they come back and beat your ass. Like, in that time, he didn't even, like, the other dude, we don't know if it's the same city official, but he didn't even make the attempt to talk to him. He just went straight to violence.
Oh. Because they don't view homeless people as people.
Yeah, I know. They see them as subhuman, which is really, really...
fucked up.
Yeah.
To include these in the discovery for this case.
Hathaway says there are 8 separate instances of bear spray assaults on homeless people entered into the case by the district attorney.
The victims are either asleep, in their tents, sitting on a bench, minding their own business.
I'm an old guy, and I could have been a dead guy.
Carmignani himself told CNN
yeah, you did it yourself, dude. You just went up and started assaulting people.
The man in the other attacks, including this one from 2021.
They show me a person of interest, and that wasn't me.
Carmignani says he is a victim, attacked after trying to remove homeless people he says were doing drugs outside of his parents' home. His attorney releasing this video of his alleged attacker picking up a metal rod, then practicing his swing.
Okay.
The impact.
So is it not the same situation?
My head went through my skull.
Carmignani did not show up for a scheduled
court appearance. If it's not the same
Thursday,
situation, it's a different homeless person, then...
Prosecutors say he's still recovering from extensive injuries and said they are not dropping the case against his alleged attacker. These new videos now making justice in this case curious and complicated. And John, because Carmignani did not show up and testify,
it does make it a little rough to be sprayed in the face. Like if he did, he did hit first, but then to walk away and then come back with the metal pipe. However, I mean, you are being followed by a dude spraying you with bear spray. Any hot-blooded Texan, Republican in Texas would be like, oh, if you're getting sprayed in the face with bear spray, you should be able to fight back. I see no reason as to why he shouldn't be able to fight back. You can't just go and become a vigilante.
How dare they?
Yeah.
All right.
There was no due process, no justice. You need a cop to come up, and if they leave the cop, leave the cop.
Just get the cop to kill him. That's how it works, man. Come on. You don't know how it works.
And he knows, that the city probably does not care much about homeless people. People say, "Oh, the city cares more about homeless people. Let them do anything." What they won't do for the homeless people is fight their court cases. Like, do you really think if it was another situation, like they would say anything about them? And New York, there's been cases of people murdering homeless people. A lot of the time, people don't care if you shit on, piss on, just do anything against homeless people. Sometimes it comes on social media.
You can't do it on like a large scale.
You have no representation, and for a big part, it's because you're not a big political group, by definition.
You don't have land.
Yeah, you don't have land. You don't have money. Likeliness, you can't vote because of lack of ID.
They won't let you in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So here's 3,000 guns surrendered in one day.
Yeah. So there's a W, at least in New York, the other liberal establishment, but
There's a W in New York? You think this is a W?
I mean, less guns on the street, I guess.
I don't think so. It's like, yeah, sure, but 10,000 were made that day.
It's not an overall effective strategy, but
it makes you feel good.
I don't think less guns is necessarily bad, especially if they're just, laying about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's 3,000 guns they received for the buyback program in a single day over the weekend.
It just doesn't seem like the kind of people who would submit their guns are the people committing violence, though. Admittedly, there is one.
But then again, there's an aspect that, like, well, maybe they didn't submit their guns today. Maybe they're okay, but tomorrow they could be bad. And
true. I mean, there's an element that they also let you submit your like illegal guns. Like,
yeah,
I've been to one of these buybacks in California, and they let you do it even if it's like a ghost gun. They don't ask questions. They let you dump it.
Mm.
So you could basically get rid of your felony.
Yeah, which I would say makes sense. Like, if you want them to turn in their illegal gun, it makes sense to give them a route to do it legally.
Mm-hmm.
And,
so, I mean, I guess we could support it for that reason.
Because, like, why would you tell the criminal to turn in his weapon?
I just don't think printing guns should be illegal, though, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as strict as many of the New York or, San Francisco liberals.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't see gun buybacks as bad. I think it's overall ineffective because there's hundreds of millions of guns, and you're not gonna be able to get them all to turn in their guns. You're not. It would take so long. The pace of production is at a ridiculously high rate.
People want their guns.
Yeah.
I want guns. Shit, I don't want the people to ban them. Like, that's
like, I don't even care about spending the money to buy back all the guns. It just doesn't seem like people are going to turn them all in.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think the eventual cause of banning guns is not the right route. It's like, it's addressing, I mean, you said it before in a conversation we had off air, but it's like muzzling the dog.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to give you healthcare because that's the harder option.
You don't want to address crime, you don't want to address mental illness, you don't want to address extremism, but you want to muzzle the dog.
Just shut your mouth and make you a good boy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also, just keep in mind, hope that the state never does anything too violent against you or the various minority groups within it. Let's just hope, right? Like, not like the government's doing anything against minority groups right this second.
Yeah, but I mean, at the heart of it, I think they just want to end school shootings. Like, that's where a big crux of it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you can do that with just gun buyback. So yeah, 3,000 gone today, but there's over 300 million.
I'm more than willing to put money.
It is less than 1%.
I'm more than willing to put money on the fact that none of these guns were ever going to see the inside of the school.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
if they stayed out on the street,
they weren't. Like, what? It's a less than 1% chance these were ever going to be used for a crime.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to affect shootings. Like, the kinds of people who, like, there are some who may, but, like, it's not going to affect shootings. It's like how I feel about Californian compliance.
Overall, at this pace and at this rate, no.
No.
You'd have to outpace production.
You're never going to.
Yeah. I mean, they could if they gave a lot of money, but I don't think that's necessarily the right solution.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could. I'm not against it.
Don't
That's
just the government
to raise the money paying for it and make it across America, even doing it through mail.
What happened to the rebellion in your heart, man?
To the what?
What happened to the rebellion in your heart?
I mean, I think you should be allowed to keep them, but it's just if you want to turn them in legally, then of course you should be able to. I don't see that as an issue.
I don't see that as an issue. I think this is more systematic of the fact that they want to get rid of.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're going into the wrong solution. Like, why is there so much progress on this but not on free mental health care? People who shoot up schools and commit mass murders like that are not mentally well. Yeah, you can try to take away the gun, but this is like the level of change you'd have to do to stop all those guns would be ridiculous.
Well, the reason I prefer going that route is because I generally believe that giving people more positive freedoms will give us better outcomes than negative freedoms. Like, yes, you now are freer by having no guns because now you're safer. It's like, well, like, one thing I'm not a huge fan of is, like, why wouldn't the cops be expected to disarm if you're disarming huge swaths of the population? That's also another problem I have with it.
I mean,
don't
but
like
then
the
again, like,
balance and power.
even if you try to disarm, like, you'd have to, maybe you could disarm the police once there's less than 100 million guns in the nation.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to reduce the number by, like, up to, like, 1/8 of what it is right now to really make the cops feel remotely okay.
Nope, they have SWAT dogs now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, with over 300 million guns, I can see why the police are scared. Like, everyone can have a gun.
Those are goddamn right.
Yeah. And if you're not going to solve that issue, or if your methods are ineffective, then why not solve mental health?
Because the Democrats are owned by Big Pharma.
And the Republicans also don't want free health care.
Yeah, but I think on this one, though, the Democrats are especially bad because, like, there's been documentation that, like, Pelosi...
Oh, yeah, Pelosi.
Don't worry
also,
about it.
Gavin Newsom from California also takes money from,
Big Pharma.
you know, from, like, hospital companies and all that.
Yeah, I think on this one, the Democrats are especially bad on.
I don't think they're especially bad. I mean, Republicans also take money from them.
Yeah, but they don't pretend to have health like Medicare for all or fighting for access, you know? They're just like, yeah, fuck you. Deal with it.
The Democrats?
The Republicans.
Oh, it was, yeah. I was saying, yeah, the Republicans are especially bad.
No, like, the Republicans aren't in my head because at least they're not promising the opposite, you know?
Oh, at least they're not going for...
They're not saying, like, oh, we're working on it. No, they're just like, get fucked.
Well, I mean, the Democrats have done a lot more progress on that than the other way around. Like, once you get to Medicare, then you have some room for it. But then again, you don't... I mean, you should be able to get it when you're in your 60s, but... Yeah, there's Medi-Cal from California.
They keep people
dependent. But it's still not even... It's not fully covered, but it's still much better than being in, like, Tennessee.
I agree,
or Texas.
But here's the problem, though. Here's the situation that happens. You need to be a certain, like, poverty level to qualify.
That is...
So
that
you're
is a big
not
part
allowed
of it. It's
to...
means tested, and there's a lot of people in the middle who cannot get it. And if you're low enough on the poverty line to get it, you probably can't even pay the copay. Which...
It's more beneficial for you. Yeah, but it's also more beneficial for you to stay poor so you can qualify than make you slightly above the qualification line.
Like the money you'd have to spend would bring you down below effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's like it is, but it's also a weird like form of dependency.
Yeah. That happens a lot also with like just welfare in general, like with all the, you know, the entitlement programs. Is that, let's say one day you're getting $600, but the next day you made $50 above the line. Now you lost $600 from that program because you made $50 more this year.
I wish it was a gradual thing where like you leaned off of it, so people are incentivized to get off of it when they don't need it, versus it's just like, oh, well, you're fucked now.
Yeah.
Like, have fun paying for insurance on the market.
Like, I know there's been sometimes bills in California where they try to get universal health care for the state, but they haven't passed. I still think it's a much better progress than just doing nothing about that on the healthcare front.
Perhaps. I mean, it is to some extent.
Even if you were able to take away the guns, people would still have this rage and they would still probably commit murder. They just wouldn't be as effective. But I'd also just like to stop murder from happening in general. And I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Time to vamp.
Yeah.
Time to vamp. Time to vamp, time to vamp, time to vamp. So, viewers, I'm not sure what to talk about, but we're going to talk about something today. So, any of y'all from Twitch? Any of y'all watching our Twitch stuff before? We worked on Twitch for a little while and, well, it was going okay. We stayed busy. kept on working. And now we're here on YouTube. And I'll be honest, we've gotten more viewers here on YouTube than we got on Twitch. I mean, we got, I think, over the course of this stream, we got at least 8 people in total. 2 now. At one point there was 4, then like 2 or 3. Kind of going up and down. So we got like 6 to 8 people. Which is really cool. Right now we're at a bit of a slow point. We're near the end.
You're not vamping?
I am vamping.
Tell them that you love them.
No. I hate them all. You guys don't watch us enough. Watch us more.
Is there still 2 viewers? Who's the second guy? What? You being a lurker, but I respect that because I'm a lurker pretty much everywhere else.
Why do you lurk, my boy?
I mean, how's your day, number 2?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number KND. Number
All right,
1.
Let's move on then. So, Steven Crowder?
Yeah, it just feels weird talking about Steven Crowder's marital issues in these videos that came out because, like, I don't know, it's just so personal and it's just such a horrible situation. I just feel bad for the children and how, like, this is gonna be this big public thing. I know they're super young right now, right? They're only like 2, 3 or something like that. They're not even in school yet. But
at least they don't have to be raised in this household.
Yeah. I also feel bad for the dog because I'm sure the dog loves both of them. And the dog is gonna have separation anxiety. Oh shit! Man, that dude blended in. God damn. Well, at least the dogs will have each other, or maybe they'll just take one dog each.
Aww.
But that would be really messed up because dogs, like
they need each other.
Yeah. Or if you only have one, you gotta spend time with them. Yeah.
I drew a boundary.
Drew a boundary.
You just did. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
You refuse.
Barefoot and pregnant.
I know it's not a
Look at that cigar in his hand. Big old pregnant, super pregnant.
Just yelling at your pregnant wife.
My girlfriend made a really good observation. This is an observation only a woman can make. When she notices that when she bends down to pick something up, she has to, like, open her legs.
Because the belly's in the way.
The belly's in the way.
Yeah, it's just fucked up. And, like, she's not yelling at you. I mean, maybe there was stuff that happened before this where she said something messed up, but, like, she isn't doing it right now. You don't have to, keep on with the anger.
You don't got to smoke the cigar with your child. 2 children in the neck.
Yeah, you have, like, a pregnant wife and you're smoking a cigar next to her. I just, you care about the children, right?
Alpha male.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Tell me though, right now, with his pollution. Tell me. Oh wait, we're blocking him. Hold on, we're blocking him on our screen.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We'll go up here for now.
Yeah. So there's Steven Crowder down
there. He is smoking a cigar.
It's
smoking a cigar right there.
Yeah.
But tell me, he's not channeling. He's not channeling this energy.
I mean, he's trying to be manly like Andrew Tate, but he's not Andrew Tate. It was a different brand.
Yeah, but in this moment though, he's channeling the Tate.
Or the cigar and sitting on his chair. Yeah, but like the difference between him and Andrew Tate is that Andrew Tate wouldn't be there for the pregnant wife. Like,
you think so?
Yeah.
I don't think
his
so.
His bachelor lifestyle of you just mess with these women and then leave.
Oh, he just wouldn't be there.
Run and gun your way through every pussy you see. Yeah, like I don't think.
Oh no! You're missing it. This would be the morning after the Andrew fucks. He's smoking the cigar and be like, "Don't worry, baby. I'll send you money for the abortion," and then leave.
Yeah, I guess, but this is worse because she is like 7-8 months pregnant, and he's.
Oh
like,
no! I'm not making that comparison. I'm just saying that the stance, the smoking, the attitude.
I mean, the attitude's similar, but Andrew Tate wouldn't be in that position.
Huh?
Andrew Tate wouldn't be I don't think he'd be there, with a pregnant wife like that.
Oh, I'm not saying he would. I'm just saying in Crowder's mind.
Yeah, I mean, they're
he's
both
channeling his
inner
Tate.
Like TradCon energy.
Power, look at that. I think he's channeling his inner Tate.
Yeah.
But I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes. How do you man? How do you man? Receive love and respect.
Oh.
And just come crawling back to abusive or abusive.
Taking the car. You are not.
Then I will ask them to pick me up.
Oh.
Would you like me to ask?
You know, I like is that she even gives the consideration of like, who would you like me to ask? Because she can't do it herself. Like, it's the implication of, yeah, like I'll just call somebody to ask me, like to help me, but who do you approve? And maybe they've had conversations about that in the past and feeling insecure, like, oh, who's gonna take the wife to groceries? Maybe, you know, he only accepts a certain group of women. Wow.
Oh my god, that's so petty.
Yeah.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up?
I mean, you have the money.
Get a second car.
Yeah, no, this is just the obvious thing. It's like boxed up. You turn down a $50 million contract. You can afford another car.
Well, I just realized
big home.
You don't want to be boxed up, but you want your pregnant wife to be, huh?
It's like you realize by only having one car, you effectively boxed the other person. And yeah, and I think he's obviously feeling like he has the control of the car. It's not like he's saying like, oh, well, you know, maybe you can sort something out. It's just, well, if you take it, then you left me home. I was like, well, when you take it, you leave her home. Like, is this just an ongoing issue?
Well, she's barefoot and pregnant, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back.
Either. Just whining to your pregnant wife. Jesus. God, man.
Doesn't work either.
I
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
Steven.
The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline and respect.
Steven.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary, you give up so easily. I just said the only
This
way
is
out
so
of
fucked up, man.
Then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick.
Wow.
Watch it.
It's sick.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Why I oughta
turn that camera off.
God, man.
Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem.
Oh.
I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D. You just be disciplined about it. You go,
Damn, that hurt.
but I love you more than life.
You just need to be disciplined about it. Just the way he phrases, like, it's not even like I needed you, like, to do it for me, or be like I really need this. They just no like sympathetic words. It's just, you need to be disciplined, my little soldier, my property. Like, that's the Steven Crowder mindset, is that you need to do this for me, not because it's like a labor of love, but because you're my laborer. You know, like it's
just the way she grabs her belly, man. That hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Just hearing him say that hurt.
Yeah.
God damn. Like, that's you're man. Could you imagine the type of shit he's comfortable telling her?
Yeah. No, there's probably worse conversations.
Yeah, like, man, that's some wild shit.
Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
Why can't you? You're smoking a cigar, man.
Yeah.
Someone that's unique, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage anymore. I'm gonna go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need.
That's good. Just get up and walk away. You don't need to like surround yourself with that. Positive way to go about it.
Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not
Bro's committed to carrying your fucking child.
You just said I love you. Walk the dogs, put on some gloves.
Did you also tell her that it needs discipline to carry your children to term? Did you also push her?
Walk the dogs, put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? Don't you take Betty?
I mean, he said he's going to release all the court documents, right? Steven Crowder's like, yes, because you released this thing, now he'll release everything. Like, that just seems...
Boy. I don't think that's going to make him look good.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't think this is going to end up like Amber Heard's situation.
You think there's some stuff that the wife might have done?
Maybe.
Might have said
There
some wild
certainly
shit.
could be.
I mean, there's a
But
possibility.
it's just, you know, like, at 8 months pregnant...
It's very hard to look
there's
good
a lot
yelling.
more sympathy on you because, dude, you're 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, but I say it's very hard to look good yelling at an 8-month pregnant woman.
Yeah, and you're telling her to do work. It's like, dude, she should just be like leisuring and relaxing. Like, you shouldn't be pushing her to do so much shit. Even minor stuff. It's just like, hey, like, you know. And also, as a multi-millionaire, I would have expected him
to have another car.
Yeah.
Why do you only have? Because it's the controller. It's obvious. Like, he's barefoot and pregnant, and she...
Like, if you feel controlled when your wife takes the car, then how does your wife feel when you take the car?
Well, her feelings don't matter, because I earned the money.
It doesn't register to him.
Well, maybe his justification is I earned the money, I earned the bread, so barefoot and pregnant, bitch.
Yeah.
Stay at the house. That's probably what it legitimately is. He wants her to stay at the house.
Yeah. It sucks if she doesn't have a prenup. Or no, sorry. If he has a prenup and she doesn't even
Oh, man, that'd suck.
Yeah.
I really hope they didn't do a prenup. But that's probably some shit he'd do, so...
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just like I said. Like, this is traditional values. This is what you get. Barefoot and pregnant women, this is the life you can look up to. Your man smoking a cigar directly into the fucking into your pregnant belly while telling you to feed your dog potentially poisonous medicine.
Classic Steven Crowder W.
Classic TradCon win. Alright, so speaking of TradCon,
yeah.
There may be a super pill. So all you fatties out there, your salvation has come. So they've been testing out a new drug, basically. I believe it was for diabetes type 2.
Yeah, baby.
But they also found out it can make you lose up to 16% of your body weight.
Or more than 34 pounds over nearly 17 months.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn.
And this is assuming with no added... I'm assuming this is with no added like activity. And if that's the case, if there's no added activity, like that's the result, holy shit. That's crazy.
Late stage study of the drug for weight loss adds to earlier evidence that some lost up to 22% over that period with weekly injections. Oh, that's weird. Injections.
That's weird.
I mean, it'd be worth it. Yeah, it'd become 22%.
Some can do it at 50 pounds and higher dosages.
Damn.
Jesus, right here.
A lot of Americans are going to sign up. It reminds me of the Iron Man.
This might be $1 billion drug. We should buy it. We should invest in this company.
I just wonder how your metabolism is after you stop doing it. Like
long-term studies would be interesting, yeah.
Like, is your metabolism just fucked afterwards?
That would suck. But, hey, you know, if you can get rid of 20%...
Yeah, reflux, acid reflux is a really big thing.
Could you imagine how much money this drug's gonna make, though? Oh, there's more. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep, could become one of the top selling at $50 billion.
Damn, Jesus. So psychologically, you don't want to eat. Now I can eat 2 bites of desserts and be satisfied.
Yep, yes you can. You lost so much goddamn weight. Wait, hold on, let me see. Let's see. Oh my god!
I have a...
In California, a health technology executive said he lost more than 100 pounds since November by using Mounjaro and changing his diet.
Kilimanjaro. Yeah.
Damn.
Kill those pounds.
Yeah, it says here, and doesn't that predict a triapisode?
Yeah.
Commonly diabetes.
I just wonder if these people were working out while doing it. But even if you were working out while doing it, that is a significant amount of weight.
It is. The amount of exercise, like, put it to you like this. You know how much of a deficit I think you need to be at to lose weight? It's like 35,000 calories per pound. And you know how much fucking exercise that is?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Then again, you should just be doing it in general because, you know...
It's good for
you. Want
you,
your blood to
but...
be pumping. You know, you don't want to...
So, invest in the company? Make $1 billion?
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense to invest into the company.
Org. Trans politician got censored. So I think we all know the story.
Yeah. It's
A transgender lawmaker named Zoe Zafir was barred from participating on the House floor of Montana as Republican leaders voted Wednesday to silence her for the rest of the 2023 session.
Yeah.
After she protested GOP leaders.
And the article is from pbs.org.
Liberal organization.
Yeah, all liberals.
I mean, this is the march of... I mean, this is like... The new scapegoat is now the trans people. Like, we've seen this with the gays and the Muslims. Like, this is what always happens. Like, they always... Like, they're going to find a new hate group to hate. And it's ridiculous. They've been doing this for decades. And, you know, like, all power to...
Imagine if they silenced MTG for saying that Nancy Pelosi betrayed America. Like, they're banning the transgender legislator because she said that there's blood on their hands. Because they're, you know, stopping transgender healthcare in Montana, the Republicans. So they're saying, like, oh, because you said this, we're going to ban you. What happened with being for freedom of speech? What happened with you being, you know, or saying whatever you want to say? What happened to a free Twitter? And also, MTG has said a lot of fucked up things. Do you also believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene should be, like, taken down?
Well, we approve of her speech.
Yeah. We actually did take her down from some committees. That's because she talked... Like, she just started reiterating a bunch of stuff from QAnon. Like, a lot worse stuff. But she's also said stuff about Nancy Pelosi. It's not like she's not able to speak on the House floor in Congress. She's still able to.
Evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evil. Yeah. And
get
I
guns,
think she's
trans
still
people.
able to
Do it
vote,
before they
but she's
stop
not
you
able
from
to
doing
speak
it.
on the floor.
Trans people get guns before they stop you, please. Because they're gonna come kill you.
I don't think it's the effective solution though, because at the end of the day, they're not a big enough group to fight. Like, let's say if the the progressive vision of the war happens and they fight against transgender people, it's not a big enough group to defend themselves.
Yeah, but don't make it easy for them.
The only way to victory is through diplomacy.
Yeah, I mean they're giving up on diplomacy, so don't make it easy for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't want to do diplomacy, then I don't think you're going to. I mean,
well, they don't want to do diplomacy.
Who, like the Republicans?
I mean, they banned her from the state floor. They're banning her from polite politics,
which makes them look bad and then boosts the person.
I mean, not in Montana though, because she's still banned.
Well, she's not banned from voting, but she's banned from speaking on the floor. And also, much like the people in Tennessee, you know, it only boosts their numbers. I'm pretty sure she's also need a boost. Her name recognition will go up.
Maybe if she gets back into office.
She's in office. She just got banned from speaking. I don't remember. I don't think she.
In her district, it might make her stronger, but will that affect her position in the overall House, though?
I mean, she technically is still the same power. I mean, all votes made equal.
Well, all votes are equal, but I'm talking about influence.
Influence. I mean, it could increase her influence amongst the Democratic Party in that area.
Because what happened with Jones, I think was his name, right? And the other guy? They have more influence now because of that.
Yeah, she might have more influence now with that group.
Maybe.
But then again, I don't think there's a lot of Democrats in Montana. I mean, surely the Republicans outnumber them. Maybe it'll help get the funding, which could in turn help people in local elections win.
Maybe. But I'm very cynical about it. They can get away with it and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough of a backlash.
Yeah, this one doesn't have as big an outcry. But then again, this is worse than what they did to Jones. Because with Jones, he was actually like expelled. Like he was gone. With her, it's just like, oh, we'll just put a muzzle on you. You can be here, but you can't speak.
Maybe that's their way of circumnavigating the backlash.
Yeah, it is. It's like, well, we'll just do...
We didn't ban her.
Yeah, no, that's the way they're doing that half.
She was being contemptuous.
And this is just showing that they're getting smarter. They're like, well, we can't do what they did to Jones. So they'll do something horrible, but not as bad, but still effectively there. And so, yeah, they learn from the other ones. It's
is
like,
that a W, an L, or a bit of both?
Feels
like a little bit of both, really.
Feels like a little bit of both.
It's like not being able to use the N word, but like in public, but like they're still redlining.
Yeah, it's like you can't. Yeah. Oh God.
Moving on.
Trains.
So California and Las Vegas finally got a W after spending. Here, you know what? We finally got a new super speed train planned.
So built it between, was it LA and Vegas?
Yep, the LA and Vegas area. And if I go down here,
that'd be really cool.
Yep, if I remember right.
I wonder if this will lessen or increase traffic, like for planes.
Oh, for long to
And
like
also
LA
for
to
cars.
Vegas.
Like, will it just mean that overall more people will go because the access to going there will be better? It won't be as expensive as a plane, but it won't be as demanding as a car trip. Which I've done the car trip a couple of times to Vegas from California, and it's just that's hundreds of miles. Not everyone's car you feel comfortable enough to do it.
Well, here's what's so far progress. They've obtained clearance for 422 miles.
Yeah.
And construction is underway for 119 miles of it.
So I mean, yeah, so they're already working on a quarter of it.
So
that's fucking great. Like that's
finally.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just afraid of terrorism and like people blowing like classic movie shit where they're like, oh no, they put bombs in the middle of the train. And then for the train that they're building, isn't it a train that goes really, really fast?
Still safer than the Hyperloop.
Oh, of course, but I'd like something that's safer.
That is the safest. Train's safer
No,
than the
well,
plane.
no. You see, what I'm
and a
talking about
car.
is the speed at which the train's going. At 220 miles per hour, I feel a little uncomfortable. I understand that they do that so they can get there really fast, but like if anything happens to the train, I don't know if it'd have the ability to stop. Like, it just...
You ever been on a plane?
No.
It's like plane goes like several hundred.
Yeah, I
miles an
know.
hour.
But then again, once you're in the air, you're in the air. It's not like somebody can hit you in the middle of the air, unless if they're like a cartel shooting.
Oh, but if you crash, you are
Well, yeah, true. But assuming that no one's shining a laser into your eye, and they can do that with trains too. They can, but then again, trains on a rail.
So here's how much the Hyperloop cost us.
So this is the Elon's.
Oh, is this the Land acquisition is often this. Oh, wait, how much does the Hyperloop cost? This is the Great Lakes construction project.
No. I just wonder if somebody put a car in front of the train tracks, if the train would have enough time to react, and if it couldn't react, is the train safe enough to where damage is minimized? Like, how much damage would there be? Because, I don't think America is like a crazy, like, we're not, a third world country, but, there are stories of people attacking generators. There's stories of people committing mass murder.
Yeah, but it hasn't been much of a problem in like Japan or areas where they've had.
Yeah, but we're not Japan. There's not school shootings in Japan.
True. Well, they shot their president or their prime minister or whatever.
Sure. I mean, we've had our fair share of assassination attempts.
Not on our leaders though.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Good old JFK.
60.
Oh yeah, in the recent years. I mean, there was one time with Obama. I remember right. They sent a letter with like powder in it.
Oh.
There was the guy
That's the same as someone rolling up
trying
with
to
a
tackle Trump
fucking
during one
gat.
of the campaign rallies. That happened a couple of times.
You don't know. Maybe you're trying to hug him.
Yeah, I know he's trying to hug him.
Hug me, Trump. I want to feel you.
I remember there was an article also where somebody tried to grab an officer's gun.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like there's been some attempts, but like,
but
American security is really good.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work. I mean, Trump's still alive. Like, it worked.
I wish there was an article like how much.
Then again, for over 400 miles of rail, how can you make sure it's secure and that nobody fucks with it? I mean, maybe I'm just fear baiting here, and like my mind is working too hard at thinking about this anxiety-inducing problem that doesn't exist.
Well,
Maybe
I mean, it's been fine wherever it's been tried. Like everywhere where we've had bullet.
Yeah, but I would say that
safer than cars.
Sure, but like America has more violent crime.
That's true.
And mass violent crime.
But I don't think we have political crime, which I think is the nature of a train attack.
The people who attacked the generators were doing political crime. We have people who committed mass shootings for political crime.
True.
We have people like Dylan Roof like shooting up the historic black church because he's wrong to get rid of black people.
Would you want to treat the? Do you think we should treat the?
I mean,
the
you might get
like
a far right wing anti-degeneracy person who's like, oh, all these people are going to Vegas.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you think they should treat the bullet train like how they treat the airplane system? TSA and guards everywhere.
Maybe. But then again, there's Amtrak, and Amtrak is Amtrak's okay.
They search you.
But then again, Amtrak doesn't move at 200 miles an hour. No.
Yeah, barely anyone uses it.
It's also another thing. It's not as popular. by its very nature, having a train from, California to Vegas, coming out, it being new, it become a target just for the fact that it's in the mainstream.
I guess my only question would be like, why not attack slower trains then? If
probably don't get as much damage, and also it's just not in the media. Like I wouldn't be surprised if people commit more school shootings because it's shown to them more often, and it's just in their face, in their mind.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the bullet train won't be a point of interest.
I mean, you just
maybe it won't be popular enough to try. And I'm sorry, but I got.
So should that be the reason we don't build it?
No.
We're just scared of something happening.
I mean,
cars forever.
If you made an Amtrak,
GM motors.
Amtrak, like if you made it at a shorter, or if you really boost security, then sure, one or the other.
I don't know.
I would like that. I would like to avoid it and also minimize the chance of the opposing people's articles that bring up. See, look at all these security concerns. I'd like it if they cover the security concerns. You don't have a big event happen that makes people say it's a boondoggle and want to cancel it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or create a reason for them to increase security even more.
This is one of those times, though, where it kind of frustrates me a little because it's like, how many people die in car accidents and we just accept that?
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't care.
But if something happens to your train...
That's the government's fault or a company's fault.
No, it's much more... I don't want to say the way I was going to say, but it's more prominent to the modern day newscast, to the modern news cycle. A train crash, it's just much more significant, and it'll catch more eyes.
And we doxed ourselves. That's great. Well, it looks like I gotta private this stupid browser. Why? Why does it need to tell me? No, don't use. I don't. Why does it need to have this? Choose an area.
Don't.
I hate Google. It's like, what you want us to dox you? It's like, no, can I not have it?
Your Google's going off. So yeah.
Oh, thanks, Google. Speaking of privacy,
people try to go after planes. It's not like people don't try to go after planes.
Yeah, that's why I said we should do security like airplanes. Yeah. That would just suck.
Although there's an argument made that once a plane is in the air, you can't really attack.
We can't have nice things. Is all I'm concerned about at this point. It's we can't have trains where you can just get on and go. You have to go through 9 layers of security and go through 5 layers of guards. It's what a shithole country to live in. Sometimes it's wouldn't it be nice to just get on a fucking train? Wouldn't that just be great?
Well, they do that with Amtrak.
No, you gotta go through security.
Yeah, but it's not TSA airport security, no?
No, it's TSA airport security.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the same? Okay, so then, well, they also had the concern, And then if you're going on a train that's 200 miles an hour, it makes sense as to why they'd be a little sussy-wussy about, mass attacks.
Yep, check-ins, pre-boarding. Do you go through a security thing? I wonder.
Yeah,
Let's see. Is there a security... God, I sound like a fucking terrorist. Security check, RAM check.
Yeah. So
no, it's just random screening. And unannounced screenings of passenger bags. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, participation in TSA searches are voluntary. Interesting. Thank you. I'm trying to smuggle drugs, not bombs. Anyway. And not selling drugs, just personal ones.
Say to the mic.
On Minecraft.
Minecraft.
In Skyrim. Roblox, actually, in Skyrim. In Skyrim. I'm trying to bring my skooma into the Whiterun.
Is there anything else?
Oh, Tucker Carlson.
Carlson.
Yeah. Yeah, we already made the point. Hyperloops failed. They already spent too much money. If you want to talk about a real boondoggle, it's the Hyperloop, man. It's the reason why I'm not too concerned about the things you brought up, people saying it's a boondoggle and shit. It's so was the Hyperloop. I feel like the train would happen in the next 10 years versus like the Hyperloop.
Yeah, but then if a massive attack happens on the train killing 100 people, I just think that has a big effect on America.
I don't think that would cause trains to stop being in use. I would just think that would make us more paranoid and security centered. I'd hope it wouldn't stop trains. I don't think it would. Because, like, did it stop airplanes?
Yeah. I mean, if it was already completed and stuff, I think people would just... It would become so nice, so essential.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like 9/11, though. Yeah. It's like people stop using planes after hijackers. Like,
yeah.
It's like, no. We just made taking a plane suck a whole lot more.
Mm.
So,
yeah.
Tucker Carlson. He breaks silence after being fired.
Are you a day trader?
Ah!
Trying to get
oh no! We want to learn. You download 5,000.
$5,000 value pack.
Time to get a virus.
But it's time to break free of this cycle.
Break free.
This is a prop trading program that is specifically designed to take you by the hand, to give you all the tools, strategies, mindset, accountability, and live trading guidance so that you can get funded, stay funded, make 6 figures a year, and live your dream life. And yes, that's a great promise, but again, you don't have to listen to me. We allow the work of our students speak volumes. While you're still failing to pass your first challenge, our students are already trading 10 prop firm
fucking
accounts,
loser.
$5,000
join my school
and living their dream life and achieving
5,000 a day. You heard that?
So, isn't it time
You're
to
a little shit.
This painful cycle because the market rewards only
yeah, you being a loser. Painful, listen, every day, waking up, looking in the mirror.
So, click the link below.
Shut up. Looking in the mirror every day, seeing that picture of yourself. You don't have your Bugatti?
I don't have a Bugatti.
Don't you just punch the mirror every day?
I want to punch the mirror every day.
Don't you want to make $5,000?
I don't have $5,000.
Well, you're about to. What the fuck is this?
World War I promised us a
another ad.
Perpetual peace, and it failed.
Now they're all gone.
World War II then was the ultimate laboratory of death.
Good evening.
Sorry, but
God, he is so white. Put a lot of makeup on his face.
And they did. Look at that color gradient.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people. People who really care about what's true. And a bunch of hilarious people.
Do they vote because they care, though? No.
It's got to be the majority
But
of the population, even now.
I still respect their kindliness.
The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how...
I feel like most voters are pretty narrow issue voters.
Yeah, I mean, people have pet issues.
Yeah.
Unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are. They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them. Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet,
you don't remember them? Was the fucking Oxycontin just like numbing that part of the brain again? It's all the bullshit you tell America.
And this is the amazing thing. The undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate...
War, we talk about Ukraine war a lot. I mean, we talked so much about the Afghanistan war that Biden ended it. So, talk about demographic change. I mean,
whatever.
If you want to fearmonger saying that there's going to be no more white people, as Tucker Carlson has done, sure, yeah, you can fearmonger and say there's going to be no more white people because all the brown people are coming.
Yeah, you know how your infrastructure's falling apart? Mm-hmm. You know how some of that infrastructure has been been there longer than you.
Yeah, they don't talk about how bridges are collapsing, and one of the reasons why the railways fail is because they're not upkept.
There's infrastructure in this country older than some of our parents.
Yeah.
So, while you guys are worrying about the trans people and how many white people there are in your town, like the literal bridges and pipes and sewers are all falling apart.
And sometimes they'll talk, they'll talk about, mental health care should be there for like mass shooters. If they had mental health services, that they would be okay. But their solution is to take away their health care. Like, they have no real solution to provide it for them.
They're just making a powder keg.
Yeah.
They provide no mental health care, no economic help. but they're providing basically unlimited access to firearms.
And hello, viewer. We're just watching Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson caught us near the end, but we're happy you're here anyways.
Power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media. Both political parties and their donors.
You guys, you don't debate, you debate some of the weakest people possible.
Yeah.
You never debated anybody.
His eyes look pretty strong there. I don't know.
The Oxycontin.
The fentanyl.
The fentanyl.
What benefits them. And they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it.
So are we against Citizens United and companies paying for campaign contributions?
No.
No? Oh, yeah, okay.
Suddenly, the United States
You're
looks
dumb. Why would you
like
think
a
that?
one-party state. That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent.
I wouldn't say we're a one-party state. But I would say this. I will say this. And I don't know if you agree with me on this, but I think that there are a certain group of concerns that are untouchable. The war machine, the housing, the investing market, worker regulations. I think there are a few hot button issues that the Democrats are trying to hold off as hard as possible.
But then you look at a Republican and they just don't care.
Yeah.
Their solution to housing is just the private sphere. But the reason why we have public housing is because the private sphere failed to provide for the public.
See, that's the thing, though, is that while you say that, I think on the Democrat side, there are plenty of forces also pushing against
Newsom also gets money
housing.
from, private insurance and hospitals that are against.
It's like the war machine, too. It's just an untouchable thing. And just so you guys know, I'm pro supporting Ukraine, but even then, we don't question, the billions of dollars put in other places. The military did use the Ukraine to expand itself.
Yeah.
That is the honest to God truth. And I support Ukraine's war. So,
and there's a lot of interconnection between Republicans and Democrats for the fact that both of them get money from Raytheon,
the military bases in their states.
Both of them get money from banks. That's why between George Bush and Obama and Biden, they all help pay out for bank bailouts.
I do think there are some issues in this country where it is effectively one party.
In some issues, yeah. If you want to touch bank related issues, nobody has really touched them since
auditing.
Yeah.
You mentioned that one.
There's
before.
GAO, the Government Accountability Office, where they do audits, and you can see
underfunded.
Yeah, they're underfunded. They say for every dollar you pay them, they can find 4 that's fraud. 4 that basically shouldn't have been spent the way that it should have. But the thing is, all they do is create information and they find stuff. But it's up to Congress to act on it. But Congress is paid by those companies that benefit from these mishaps, that benefit from this misallocation of money. It's a balancing act where everybody's.
But the Democrats are better on some issues, or at least they pretend to be better on.
There's more Democrats that say they don't take money from big donors like that, which is a step in the right direction.
Still a very small number, though.
Yeah, there's Bernie, but the DNC would
the do their ancient best. Dinosaur who got effectively kicked out of the party.
Basically, he's there.
He feels like he's tolerated, man.
Yeah, there's a reason why he was an independent.
Yeah.
In Vermont.
Honestly, no, I take that back. It feels like they tamed him. They tolerated him and then tamed him.
I think Bernie just sees his
he's now the progressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's they're the most left-leaning person.
He's their Tea Party guy.
Under him.
He's their Tea Party guy.
Yeah.
I've heard that from Kyle.
He's their there's a guy, Paul Ryan, or there's a person, there's 2 people, father and son, that are both libertarians in the Republican Party. They're both
Scott Ryan and Paul Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Let me make sure I get that right. Yeah, no, he's basically their version of that.
But then again, and I think Paul Ryan maybe. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you really want to stop these issues, then you should stop letting companies pay for a company to become the lifeline.
Oh, it's Paul Ryan. Yeah, no, wait, what?
I don't think it's Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan.
Or no, maybe. No, Paul Ryan is another dude.
No, Paul Ryan's father?
No, Paul Ryan is the person who used to be the head representative for Republicans. Who used to be when they had a House majority the last time, before now. Right now, the Republicans have a House majority, but the last time they had a House majority, there was a guy named Paul Ryan who was their head.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was also for cutting Social Security. You know, typical Republican type beat.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard time finding.
Yeah. I guess you can just look at like Libertarian Republican. Might be able to find them.
Oh wait, is it Paul Davis Ryan is named after his Paul Ryan? No, his father Paul Ryan Murray Ryan.
No.
What?
I always just say look up Libertarian Republican.
Okay.
Yeah, because like it.
Libertarian.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron Paul.
Oh, Ron Paul. Yeah.
And Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
So those two people are seen as like the people who are more sensible. They're like libertarians and not as overt conservatives like the typical Republicans. But at the end of the day, they still toe the line. And you can sort of say the same thing about Bernie.
Yeah.
But I would say Bernie's more outspoken.
I mean, I'm glad he's there instead of not being there. So of course. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Man, today kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our first foray into YouTube. And sometimes not all the shows are good. Sometimes we have shows that feel great and they flow like water, and sometimes they flow like fucking mushy shit. So today, not as good, but it will come back better next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. ThoughtDrought is out.